let's jump in.
Yeah.
Let's go. Right, last session. The party ventured forth on the treacherous roads around Lavoca, determined to uncover the truth about the cult that plunged the area into some chaos. Acting on a tip from an informant, they arrived at Willowshade, a small village that happened to be devastated by an attack. Their investigations led them to a survivor named Paulo, who was slightly bewildered by his presence in the village. Suddenly, their guide, the halfling Elle, met a brutal demise at the hands of an unknown assailant lurking in the village. Amidst the darkness, grotesque creatures, part wolf, part man, emerged to assail the party. After a harrowing struggle, a horn sounded, calling off the beasts, but not before one of their own managed to fall to the hands of the newcomer Paulo. Shockingly, they uncovered that their guide, Elle, was an initiate of the cult, secretly mapping out the towns already attacked and even their own home. With urgency, they returned to the town, convening a meeting to chart their next move, contemplating a visit to the tavern where the mysterious foreman had told them to meet. So we will pick up just at the at Lavoca. You're having the meeting, everyone's assembled. What would you like to say to the people of Lavoca?
Okay, hello, everybody. Thank you for gathering. You all look great. So something's happening again. And you can see like Light Feathers kind of like looking around to see if anybody's gonna freak out. And he's like, so apparently there's a large pack of werewolves that are roaming around in the forest and they're taking out town by town. And we're potentially next. So we need to come up with a plan of sorts to keep ourselves protected, but then at the same time, we don't want to cause mass hysteria. Because that's not what we do here at Lavoca anymore. And now here's Elle for more information. Shifts out the way.
Everyone is kind of just like murmuring, like, what's happening? Why? What do you mean?
Okay,
werewolves?
wait. Before you guys get all crazy. Well, all right, this might not help. This might actually make it worse, but we have a way of telling who might be a spy, because there's spies too. All right.
Again, more grumbling as you say the word spy, as everyone's like starts looking at each other like with a bit of.
There's a way to tell, and I need y'all to be aware of this as we get newcomers. We need to be looking for a tattoo on their hand. And you can tell Elle is getting a little nervous because she is reading the room and gauging a little bit of intensity, rising intensity.
Okay, give me if you want to give me insight for that then, if you want.
Okay.
Sorry, Celeste, were you gonna jump in?
I was gonna say, Celeste, if Celeste notices that Elle's kind of getting a bit nervous, she'll probably just put a very light hand on her shoulder and just say, "Don't worry, darling. This is my jam." As you know, she'll message her, use a cantrip messenger, and just go, "Don't worry, I've got this. This is kind of my area." Hello, Lavoca. Oh, sorry, no, I'll let you do that insight. Do the insight first.
19, yeah. Once you say that, before Celeste jumps in, you notice that everyone started to look a bit shifty. Like, you can tell that there may be a few people that might be accusing some people, like, there might be some grudges settled. Some people like going, well, they were kind of acting a bit. And there's a few that are like looking towards where the camps of the newcomers are and being like, well, maybe they're all spies. And that kind of grumbling is kind of going down. As you can sort of tell that the regulars, the actual people that live here, are getting a bit suspicious of everybody now.
Okay. Reading that and hearing the voice in her head, she will then take a small step back and say, and you all know Celeste. She's going to tell you a little bit more about it. She's been here solid member of Lavoca. Take it away, Celeste.
Hello, Lavoca. Lovely to see you all here. It's lovely to have such a big turnout for the meeting. Unfortunately, it's such a, not the bestest of circumstances. Hopefully next time we'll be all here for a much more positive reason. But yes, as my friends here have said, that we are facing some more troubles. And yes, there are potentially spies on our midst, but we may not need to worry just yet. For, like Elle says, there is a very good way of being able to tell who is a spy and who is not. So no need to panic just yet, for we have a way of knowing. Now, I think it's probably a good time to tell people about them, I'm guessing. Like, this is Tony. Like, we need to just tell people. That is what we decided last week, was to just tell people how.
Yeah. Tell people.
Go for it.
I'm
That's what Elle's
not
gonna try to do.
Sick. So yes. Any person who is involved in the organization that is causing these troubles has a particular tattoo upon their person. If you spot anybody with a tattoo of a, let me find my notes, a moon on, it's a moon and an eye, and I can't remember which way around it is.
It's the moon in the palm and the littlest eye on the back of the hand. Yeah.
A moon tattooed on the palm of their hand. I'm not sure if there's a preference of which one, but it will be one of their hands. And a lidless eye on the back. That is, I need you to come and find either myself, Lightfeather James, Elle, or Elle's parents, Marjorie and George?
Correct, yeah.
Nice. Marjorie and George, immediately, and we will deal with it from there.
So you hear someone shout, "What do you mean by deal with it?"
Hey! We will deal with it from there.
Are you going to kill these people?
We will deal with it from there.
Who's the new guy?
Oh.
New guy does
yes.
not have a tattoo. He is fine. He is a survivor from another village that we rescued.
Show them
Leave
your
him
hands,
be.
Paulo.
Shouldn't he? Okay. You start to hear like a scuffle in the crowd as you see one of the villagers is like grabbing another one's hand who's got like it bandaged up. He's like, "Let me see your goddamn hand, you fool."
Whoa.
Elle's diving in.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay.
And you see, like, he just rips the bandage off, and this guy just got like a cut from, like, I don't know, farming or something. He just cut his hand.
Jeff.
He's one of them. He's one
What
of
the
them.
hell?
And you see, like, it's kind of like just cut like in a curved shape. And he's like, "It's a moon. I'm telling you, it's a moon. This guy's a spy." And it's like, "Oh, it's a spy." And he's like, "Hey, I just cut my hand this morning. Just chill out." And everyone's like,
He cut his hand. That's just okay. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Elle's diving through the crowd to get to this person and this altercation.
"Yeah."
Shiv, while this chaos is erupting, I want to know if Paulo, I know he's had, memory loss, obviously. He doesn't really remember where he's from or anything, but some of his short-term memory is still there, potentially. I'm wondering if he recognizes anybody from Willowshade. When that attack happened, are there any faces in the crowd that he might have a faint recollection of?
Looking at your passive perception, I would say there's a couple that you notice. There's a couple that you saw before. Do you remember that kind of, as you walked through,
When
you
we
saw
first
them in
arrived at Lavoca. Yep.
Yeah, the Willowshade refugees that poured in.
Mhm.
And they're kind of giving you the kind of stink eye.
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep
They're
that
just like-
information to myself for the moment.
Okay, you can see them like murmuring each other, looking and just sort of giving it like pointing and then pointing again, and then sort of you sort of lose sight of them a little bit as the crowd kind of scuffle moves around due to this scuffle.
It's as Elle's like charging to break up the scuffle, like Lightfeather James is like, "Okay, we will deal with this as professionals, okay? This is not what we do here in Lavoca. Everybody calm
You
down.
still haven't told us how you're going to deal with it. You just said you'll deal with it. What does that mean?
Listen, do you want to be first to be dealt with?
Oh, like hubbub again, like as the town's like, oh shit, it's like mob justice.
All right, let's stop this.
He's
We
like,
will
Feather James,
set-
you better just calm down. Like Feather James, it's like Feather, just chill out.
Damn right. Fixes his little shirt.
And everyone's just sort of like backs off, and the guy just like starts to rewrap his hand. He's like, I just got on a plow. I didn't do anything. I'm no spy.
That's fine, Jeff. We know.
If we are to deal with this situation, we need to have a level of grace and decorum, please,
Grace and
people of Lavoca. This is not the time for panic or calling out our neighbors for things that we don't necessarily know to be true. How are we meant to solve this issue if we can't stick together and be the community that we have been for the past 2 years?
Community.
Yeah, she's right. Yeah, she's right. I mean, she's got a point. Yeah, they hear this like resounding around. And maybe we should all calm down. Yeah, maybe we should. So you see one lady just stands up and she's like, how are you going to check everybody to just come into the town?
So what we're going to do is we're internally going to check first. We will visit everyone's homes collectively before the evening's out, and we will do a preliminary check. Once everyone's cleared, including our new guests, we will set up a checkpoint station at the gate to where certain processes will be implemented. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Everyone kind of shrugs their shoulders and looks at each other and is like, okay, it's kind of something.
It's kind of everything,
Kind of
you guys.
something.
We're keeping this town safe. Nothing else gonna get in. We're gonna be watching.
Why is the child talking? You see someone just shout out, where's the child talking?
Excuse me. How dare you talk about Elle, the protector of not Gladstone, Lavoca herself,
Might as
like
well be
that?
Gladstone.
Have some damn respect.
Damn
Well,
respect.
I heard her dad is the chief around here. That's why she's in the position she's in.
And I heard that you
Oh,
still owe
who's
3
your-
sheep.
Oh, fuck you, Life Feather. Claps back. It's like, son of a bitch calling me out.
Maybe you guys don't remember, but a couple years ago, this little child chopped up that tree creature.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. I did that.
Like, it sort of like sits back down again. So, and someone else stands up and is like, have you guys like checked? How do we know you're not spies?
We're not spies.
Celeste takes her little gloves off.
Okay.
We
You need
gotta
me
breed a
closer,
little
I can
trust.
get it right here. I'd show you right here.
The crowd sort of starts to calm down now because after a little bit of get uproar, they're sort of chilled out a little bit. So what's the next step? What do we do?
Well,
You
I
have a plan,
suppose-
right?
I suppose everybody here needs to line up so we can start checking. Correct?
There's basically silence. Everyone's like looking at each other like, I'm fucking lining up.
This is what we're gonna do.
Get shit.
You're gonna go about your day as normal.
People start to break off, start to leave.
Not now. Not now. Once the meeting is over, you will go about your day. At the exit of the meeting, everyone will be checked as they exit this area. If there are any issues, the protector of Lavoca is going to handle it with our help. But you are all good people, so I don't expect that to be a thing. If there is anybody who does not get checked, we will know about it, and things will be handled. So be
We'll
honest.
deal with it.
We'll fucking deal with it.
You hear like a rubble, you hear like a murmur, and then someone just goes like, well, Errol wouldn't have let this happen. This wouldn't happen under Errol.
Who said that?
He would have had this under control.
Who? Which one of you
Would
grabbing?
he?
And it's the same bloke that was like, fuck you, Life, when he called him out for the sheep.
You know what? Lightfeather's gonna hobble down to this person. Get on.
Elle's already making her way. Yeah.
No, I got this one. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay.
You want to say that again? Chump change.
Well, I'm just saying that, I'm just saying that
Hold on.
Mr. Errol, he had things in charge. He had
Mr.
things under
Errol.
control. Mr. Errol, sir.
That's fine.
He had things. Cool. I mean, you're being run around by a child, from what I hear. You take orders from that one?
Respect. You showed some damn respect, because if it wasn't for that child, your sorry ass would still be here cursed under Mr. Errol. And not to mention probably dead, because as soon as Mr. Errol didn't like what you were doing, Mr. Errol would have dispatched with you. Now, if you miss Mr. Errol so much, I'm more than happy to send you to the likes and where he is now. Would you like to have a visit? It's a one-way ticket. I hope you packed.
But looks to a couple of his buddies.
Don't look at your friends now. It's me and you.
I didn't mean anything by it. I was just...
And while we're standing here, show me your hands. And be gentle about it.
He goes to reach, he just pulls out his hands, and you can see nothing on them at all.
You're lucky. I was really hoping you were one of them. If you have any problems, you can submit them to the complaint box. And it's right fucking here. And then walks off.
And everyone's starts a little bit of applause, a little clap. And, yeah, go, Lightfeather.
Yeah, damn it. My back hurts.
So have you kind of finished what you were saying? Have you kind of, as the crowd kind of accepts now what you're saying, they're like, okay, well, we'll start showing, people start coming up to you and in an orderly sort of fashion, showing their hands and stuff and being like, yeah, no problem, that sort of thing, which takes, an hour or so as you're going through people checking their hands and making sure everything's above board. This is mainly just the normal town folk that are just approaching at the moment. You still haven't, you'll check the refugee camp later, all the newcomers. But are you quite happy so far?
Shiv, I was going to say that at some point during this process, Paulo would walk over to where Elle is and just kind of really discreetly mention, Elle, I believe I recognized you from Willowshed. I don't know why or who they are, but it's, if they're still there, he'll look for them in the crowd, and if they're still there, he'll point them out. Those two right there.
You recognize them? You
somehow from the attack, maybe. I don't know, and I'm not accusing them of nothing either, but they could be just survivors, but also I don't know that for a fact.
Have they seen you?
I believe they have.
Do you feel like it's a good idea to maybe go talk to him? I'll come with you, if that needs to happen.
No, I don't mean to imply any violence is necessary.
We don't know.
You're right, we don't know. It's not for me to say. This is not my town. I'm not one of you. I'm the outsider, as they said.
You're not the outsider anymore. And this is my town. Let's go talk to him.
All right, if you think it's best.
I mean, you recognize them. This could be a key to your memory loss. I don't know why you guys haven't...
Elle, there might be things from my past that I don't want to remember.
I guess I hadn't thought of that. We don't have to go over there right now. You want to think about it? Seems odd that they haven't come to you either.
I don't get the sense that we're on friendly terms, the way that they were, when they recognized me, the way they were looking at me, but it's up to you, Elle. I'll follow your lead.
No, it's up to you. If you think they're shooting daggers at you, maybe it's best we just play it cool for now.
Play it cool. play it cool for now.
Elle's gonna look at them though. Do they have coverings on their hands? Like if she can get an angle on them?
Give me perception, if you please.
That is a 14.
14 from, you can see that from the angle, it's nothing that's covering the hands, more sort of like sort of braces type deal on their wrists and forearms sort of thing. Nothing that's covering their hands from what you can tell from that sort of distance. You can kind of glance, but like the hands are bare, so can't see anything that looks like a marking from where you are. But you can still, with a 14, you can sort of glance there, glancing over at where you guys are, murmuring to each other, like concerned look between the two, and then, going back to talking.
Paulo, this here's your call. I don't see anything on their hands that would mean that they'd be a danger to the town.
Then maybe it means nothing then. Just a faint recollection.
Why are they looking at you like that, though? That doesn't make any sense at all. You're a nice person.
Oh, fuck it. Let's go talk to him then.
All right. Fuck it. Let's go.
Watch your language. All right.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. I literally just dropped the F-bomb right before you did.
I get told that a lot. It's a kind of a knee-jerk reaction to apologize.
Knee-jerk reaction.
So you guys gonna make your way through the crowd?
Yeah, but first of all, Paulo is now he's confused.
Yeah.
Knee-jerk reaction. What
people
exactly
say.
does that mean?
It's like, when you... I guess I'm just extrapolating from what that might mean, but like sometimes when someone hits you on the leg and your leg flies out, that's like a knee jerk. They hit you right above the knee. It's like automatic. So like I have this automatic need to apologize sometimes. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense?
Not as much as I'd like you to be making.
Let's go talk to those people then.
All right.
Okay, so so Elle and Lightfeather, what are you doing at this moment while they're chatting and just about to head off into the crowd?
You did such a good job with that crowd control. I mean, honestly, I get it. Wow.
Is this me? Sorry. Sorry, I thought you said Elle.
No.
Oh, well, it's what I do. It's what I do. It's all part of my background, my training, for want of a better phrase. So yes, but no, thank you very much. You did pretty all right yourself. Threatening that bastard earlier.
There ain't no spring chicken, but I ain't no punk neither.
We had it coming.
Down, holding on to his stick. He's like, yeah, ain't no punk neither.
No, that chap had it coming. He was a pain in the ass right from the get-go. And hopefully he'll, pipe down a little bit now.
Here's the thing, right? I made all that stuff up. We really don't have a structure. We haven't appointed anybody to do anything, and we don't have the time, or at least us, to go checking everybody else. So what do you think? Maybe just get in the guards? Which really isn't guards, just people.
They think we have a plan. The people of Lavoca think we have a plan. That is good start. They maybe not trust us, but they think that we at least have something in place. That'll hopefully calm down any noise about us not being good at what we do or whatnot. But yes, I think
terrible. We are the worst.
God, no, we are damn near incompetent, to be quite honest. But they don't know that, and they don't need to know that. As someone who's made quite a lot of money off of lying, this is fine and completely manageable.
Good.
So, what we need to do? Yes, I think. Yes, maybe we just get the guards involved. I suppose we've got people checking the gates, haven't we?
Right. I think more so is right because of the whole arrow thing. People are just like, oh, we need to give them empowerment. So maybe if we appointed like 3 or 4, not too many, of well-trusted, earned people to do these checks.
Yes, we do need someone, and not ourselves. I feel like we can't do it ourselves because we've got too much on.
Exactly.
Quite frankly.
Yeah.
And people need to think that it's not just an internal little like clicky thing going on.
Delegation of
And
power. Yep.
yes. And obviously, as much as he seems like a charming fellow, and you know, he helped us out, we can't involve Paulo either because he is new. They do not know him. They do not trust him yet.
They weren't in there. No, they don't know. Wonderful
And
guy.
also, I feel like that man's got far too much on his plate anyway. I wouldn't want to put any more pressure on him just right now. We all saw what happened to that wolf man thing.
Could you imagine if he found somebody and they just was just like, my nondescript accent, and then heard like somebody is crazy.
You didn't have to do him like that. Damn.
Well, where is he from? He doesn't know.
That's true, actually. That's very true. Yes. Yeah, yes. I think we need a few people. And probably not the Gladstones either. I mean, it might be a good shout, but I feel like they're also quite busy. And again, it's that whole thing of they already think there's nepotism stuff going on anyway. But so now we have to find.
Saved us.
Yeah, I think people are crazy. So now I have to find 3 people who are trusted, who we know of, who are willing to help us.
Okay. Yeah.
So at this moment, as you guys break off to figure out who to go to, as Elle and Paulo are moving through the crowd, you bump into 2 people. And it's the 2 people from Willowshade, and they're kind of looking at Paulo.
Oi.
They look at Elle, and they...
I know you.
Dunno, do you?
I thought you looked familiar.
Because I think we fucking know you, buddy.
Hey,
All right, okay.
language.
You were there. We placed your face. You were in Willowshade before the attack.
Willowshade, that's where I know you
were
from.
in Willowshade. Yeah.
All right, I told you, Elle.
What's with the attitude, you guys? I mean, you're in our town and you're safe, and what's going on here?
Well, ask this one. You come into town before the attack? Just walking around?
What you mean by that?
Well, I don't know. What do you mean? What do you remember? Do you remember Willowshade? Do you remember coming to town? Walking around the place, looking around, snooping around? Because we remember. We saw you.
I don't recall any of that, but I remember bits and pieces of what happened.
Convenient. Yeah. They look at Elle and be like, you want to watch this one?
You guys apparently remember quite a bit. Do you want to share it with us?
Well, all I'll say, and he sort of like tries to sort of sidle Elle away from you. And it's kind of like, listen, this guy was in Willowshade before the attack. Never seen him before in our lives. Comes into Willowshade. He's there. And then a day later, this cult attacks us. And they lean in, and one of them like leans into you and is like, he's one of them. I'm telling you, he's one of them.
He's not one of them. He doesn't have any markings on him. He's a good person.
How long have you known him to judge that?
We have not known him that long, but how long have you known him? I mean, it sounds like it's kind of coincidental he happened to show up. You don't know him beyond that amount of time, right?
Well, I'm just they look over their shoulder at Paulo, sort of like...
You do know all the other towns have been attacked as well. It's not just... We're hearing there's big groups out there. How are you blaming just one person?
Well, he was a stranger. We didn't see him before. He comes into town. He's asking questions. He's looking around. And next minute, we're attacked. You can't tell me that is not a series of events that makes people suspicious of someone's motives.
It's all right. It's all right. Elle, it's fine. Are you telling me that
fine.
I'm not from Willowshade? Please, I'm trying to remember what happened. I'm not from Willowshade.
You're not from Willowshade. No, we don't know where you're from. You just wandered into town one day, said you were looking for somewhere. I can't even remember where that was, but you were looking for something, some place to go. And then you started walking. You were walking around the town. You were just asking everybody these strange questions.
I don't remember a bit of it, Elle.
What other kind of strange questions? I mean, these could be clues. You can see he doesn't remember anything.
One of them looks to me and is like, "Yeah, you were asking like how much, do you think you could get through the winter with sort of the supplies you have? Do you think how far's the next town away? All these very intrusive kind of questions. You were going around town, buddy, asking people questions, and we don't appreciate it. And we think you got something to do it." And he's like jabbing you in the chest at this point. "We think you got something to do with it."
Hey. And I try to step in the middle of the jabbing. Listen, we got to go on what we know, and he doesn't know a lot. Did he show up with stuff? Did he show up just with nothing on his back?
Well, looked you up and down. He's like, "Well, in this kind of get up, but I'm pretty sure there was probably some weapon somewhere." And he sort of tries to pat you down. "You still got it on you?"
At this point, Paulo is really not, he's just letting them poke.
Yeah.
And
they're trying to sort of rough you up a bit. Yeah.
I don't know what it all means. I'm sorry if I wronged you in some way, but honestly, I don't recall anything about what happened before waking up and meeting these kindly people. They took me and brought me here. I'm just trying to be useful.
Mm-hmm. You see one of them turns around to a couple of nearby townspeople. We've got one right here. This guy." And they're like, "Oh, no. This guy. He's one of them."
I'm not one of them. I'm.
And sort of more people start to turn, and the two guys in Willershade, they go, "Yep, spy right here. He was in Willershade before we got attacked. This guy's a spy. Fucking sure as eggs is eggs. This guy's a spy."
I'm fucking spy. He's gonna shout.
Nope.
I'm assuming
You two
everyone
hear
can
this. You two hear this. Yeah, Feather and Elle will hear this.
Damn it, here we go.
Sake, not again. Fellas, what is your problem?
The guy that was poking Paulo is just gonna just go, boom, push him back, and he just says, "Back off!" Like in this very, growling voice, just pissed off, and then he's gonna turn and just fast walk out of the building.
As this guy just falls ass over tea kettle onto the floor, splashes around in the mud.
I'm gonna follow Paulo. Follow Paulo.
He's like, "He'll betray you before the end. You mark my words. This guy's nothing but trouble. He is one of them." As he starts picking himself up, and other people, and they start making their way off into the crowd. As everyone starts murmuring again, they're like, "These people ain't got shit on it. Yeah, he's not controlling anything. These guys things are unraveling."
Celeste, please take care of this. I'm gonna go talk to our friend.
Yes, okay. Sure. People, please. That's what you're going
As
to
you're
do as
trying
you're
to calm the
walking
crowd.
away.
Yeah. Okay. What's Elle doing at this point? Are you following Paulo? Or are you trying to calm the crowd with Celeste?
She's got a little bit of a bond with Paulo at this point, so she'll be following Paulo. She sees Celeste is taking on the orator vibe again. Like, "You got this, Celeste."
So, okay, so you guys will catch up with Paulo. What do you do? As Paulo's steaming off, kind of a little bit.
Hey, slow down. I only got one leg.
Paulo just if it were possible, steam coming out of his ears. He gets to a fence and kind of puts his hand on the fence post and just hangs his head for a minute. He's breathing heavy as that adrenaline is coursing through his veins, on the edge of a rage-filled sort of outburst, and he's just kind of catching his breath as Lightfeather and Elle catch up to him. I don't know what they mean by it. I don't recall any of it.
I don't know why you would have come in and been asking questions, except that maybe you were lost already.
Could have been anything, Elle. It could have been. It could have been
you-
literally anything. Maybe I am one of them. Maybe I am a monster.
Whoa.
That's not true. That's not going to be the case here. It couldn't be literally anything. That is not what happened. All right.
They seemed pretty convinced of it.
People just
already
get
convinced-
scared. Yeah,
They'd already
they
convinced
just-
themselves.
Yeah.
There's certainly reason to be
People-
scared with this cult going around sacking villages and taking people under the power of whatever it is, this king.
I don't know why they were so sure, though. You don't even have any marks on you. I mean, that's the
It's
way we
just
tell
the
right
same.
now. And the fingers. I mean, you don't have any of that.
It's the same thing that we went through, right? Somebody new and strange comes into town, whether they need help or not, and people just get nervous and they get scared. It's not the right thing to do, but it happens.
I hope it's not going to cause a big problem back there.
No, Celeste has got it. She's
I do
probably
think
doing
she
a really
does.
good job.
But
we-
screen to just Celeste going, "For fuck's sake, people, get a grip!" And then just back to you guys.
It's good that you have an orator like Celeste to help calm people down.
I mean, nobody
Yeah.
ever listened to us before. I mean,
What is it?
they thought Jimmy was crazy and I was 15.
Well,
Wait.
I gotta say, I appreciate you taking me in and giving me a place to stay last night and being so kind to me, and your family being so kind. I have this sense that my family's out there somewhere too, and somehow it's all connected to this and my loss of memory and where I came from. I don't know, but I'm indebted to you for bringing me in, giving me a place, giving me friendship. If there's something I can do to help, if we need to go to this hidden hearth and follow up on these leads, it might be good to do so soon, because the people will tear at each other like animals when they get scared. We're starting to see it already. I want to be part of the solution, Elle, whatever that
I
might
couldn't
be.
agree more. We do need to go, and we should probably go today. As soon as Celeste can calm the crowd down, we need to get out. That's our only lead, is the informant about what's going on. If you want to do your part, you should come with. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. You should come with those
You're a
big,
great
strong
fighter.
arms. We're going, yeah.
as long as you
we
can
don't need you.
control that rage of yours. I saw it
Agreed.
almost come out back there. It was a
It
little.
was boiling
terrifying.
up to the surface. That's why I had to leave. I felt like I was going to tear that man's limbs right clear off his body.
Does that happen a lot?
Don't know, but when those beasts were attacking us in Willowshade, when you found me, all I saw was red. I just wanted to tear him apart.
Before we go, maybe you should
Mhm.
speak to my girlfriend. Maybe they can kind of gauge what's going on with you, and then we'll head out. Super
I'm
quick.
Open to whatever you think is best.
What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. I can see Ben one last time before we head out too. I like to, check on him.
Ooh, speaking about that, can you tell Ben to get 3 other people, and they're the running town guard, checking people and make sure that the people at the gate know what to look for too.
Well,
You know what? Yeah, have
Jimmy,
Ben be
Ben-
the guy.
Ben's in a coma. You know that.
Shit.
He can't do any of that stuff. But we can do that. They'll listen to me. I mean, I'm just a child, but
Right. Dang. I'm sorry.
You're much more than a child, Elle. You're a natural leader. And you're a good person.
I can learn to keep my own rage in check. Doesn't show like yours does, but it's there. Hmm. A leader needs to know how to control that kind of thing, I think.
It'll come
Can
with
feel
time.
it. Can definitely feel it. You just gotta choose your actions. Let's go to Irma's. Speaking of choosing your actions, maybe
Yeah.
there's some stuff before we head out.
Okay, sure. So you head over to the little cottage where Lightfeather knows it all too well. And she's just like, you see she's out in like there's a little herb garden outside, and she's out picking some herbs and stuff.
Hold on. Oh, ooh. Okay. Struts. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, James.
How you doing? You doing all right?
Yeah. How are you doing? Where you been?
Oh, it's been real crazy. So apparently, I just kind of give you the spark notes, and then I kind of let her know about everything that's been happening so far, and on top of all of that, we have a new friend here in town. Yeah, his name's Paulo.
Ma'am.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's got a bit of a memory problem. It's real fuzzy, right? And I told you when we went to the village, he was there and he helped. I was wondering if, I don't know, maybe with your skills or specialties, you could maybe help him uncloud some of that.
Well, I mean, I'll certainly try.
Yeah.
So, Paolo, where do you remember much of where you're from?
Well, Miss Irma, I don't quite remember much. I remember fragments of the attack upon the village that I was found in by your friend here. And, well, I woke up there and there were beasts that sought to kill us and we fought them, but I don't recall much from before. There are some men here who said that they recognized me from Willowshade, but they indicated, if what they said was true, that I'm not from Willowshade neither.
Okay. Well, let me see what I can help with. Do you mind?
That would be much appreciated.
Okay, she sort of puts one hand on your forehead and one on your shoulder. And you start to feel like a warmth sort of course through. She closes her eyes. And she's like, okay. That's interesting. And then she sort of lets you go. And she's like, you were in Willowshade.
Aye.
But you're not from there. You're from somewhere far to the north, from what I can tell.
To the north.
Your memories are scattered, broken. You don't seem to remember. Well, I couldn't peer too deep in. It stopped me for some reason, but
Was that normal?
You were not really.
Oh shit.
No. Something was stopping me.
Something?
Well, it felt like your mind didn't want to
I do though.
let go.
I want to let go. I want to know.
Yes.
What kind
Possibly.
of magics or I mean, how could I keep someone as powerful as you from accessing my memories if it's something
I'm not sure. I might have to look into this, but I know that from the view, what I could glance, you arrived in Willowshade. You were helping people. There was a fire. You saved a mother and children.
Aye.
There was a man, a tall man. Felt like he was chasing you. A one-eyed man.
Oi, the Milky Eye. Yes, indeed, I remember.
You know him.
I
Yes.
remember him.
It felt like he was chasing you for a reason, but I can't quite tell what. It feels like you were his enemy. I felt ill intent.
I wonder if he's the one that
That if he
clobbered me
caught
over
you-
the head. I had a nasty gash until...
Was that
Aye.
that was the last thing you remembered? You saw him?
I saw a figure with a milky eye and then lights out.
But you were in Willowshade.
That's where I woke
And
up.
you were on your own. Do you travel alone a lot?
I don't recall, Miss Irma. I don't know.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
8.
8. You can't remember whether you were ever traveled on your own or not.
Shit.
You just remember waking up one day and you were in Willowshade.
Miss Irma, do you think that eventually my memory will come back to me?
I think it may eventually. I think maybe when you've finished your travels and you come back, I can have a few more sessions trying to unlock your mind.
Miss Irma,
It seems that something's guarded from me for some reason.
he's going to kind of lean in. Miss Irma, can you tell, am I a good person?
I believe you have good intentions. You saved a family. It's hard to say whether you're a good person. It's defined by the actions that you do. Do you feel you're a good person?
I don't right now. I hope so.
Well, hold on to that then. Hold on to the feeling that you can be a good person, and hopefully the rest will fall into place. But if I know anything, she looks at Elle and Lightfeather, and is Celeste joining you guys yet, or is you still doing crowd control?
I think I'll probably still do. I'll be
Okay.
crowd controlling.
Cool. That's fine. So she looks at Elle and Lightfeather. She's like, if there's anything I know, it's these two here will a good judge of character. So I think that you're in good hands. And she puts her hand on your shoulder. And she's like, but if you're not a good person, then me and you will have words.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
And she's like, but for now, I can't do any more. But just come back to me when you've got time and I'll try again. Maybe it'll unlock something else.
I look forward to it. Thank you, Miss Irma. He's gonna search into his he doesn't really have much. I was gonna say he's gonna give her something. Instead of that, he's gonna say, I would like to repay you for your time and your words. Is there something I can help out with? I could love to give you a gift, but I don't have nothing.
She'll point at Elle and be like, look out for this one. She finds trouble. And if she doesn't find it, she runs into it. So if you want to be a good person, Paulo, look after Elle, and the rest will fall into place.
That I can do.
Okay. Are you going to walk away? Okay. Elle, are you following?
Ben is at her house, right? That's where she's been
Yes,
taking care of him?
that's where he's kind of been taken care of, yeah.
Okay. Irma, you mind if I just stop in and just say
Sure.
hello to Ben quick before we go?
Yeah. Yeah, go. He's no change, unfortunately.
Just gotta say a couple words, maybe he can hear me somehow.
I think he does. I think he can.
Okay. Well,
Go
Elle
in.
she'll go in and
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to play it
No,
out.
that's
but
fine. You can
she'll
just go in and
yeah.
say a few words and leave. So are you two walking on? Yeah. She grabs Lightfeather as you two walk off.
Hey,
There's a lot of darkness in that boy's mind.
okay, something that
I didn't want to say, but something's not right. Smells off.
is it?
Old magic.
Oh, great, yeah.
I don't know if he's dangerous, but keep an eye on him. And if
Will
you
do.
suspect anything, you act. Because I think, I don't know whether he's trying to manipulate Elle. I don't know. But something seems off. I sense something like there's something different with his mind. Like it's conflicted. It's two parts fighting against each other. Just watch him, like feather.
Okay.
Just watch him.
Okay.
I believe he's a good heart. I believe that. But it depends which way things go. Bring him back, though, and I will definitely try to find out more. I think he's willing to learn, to be open. And I think once we unlock some things, we'll know more. But I think at this moment, he's kind of a blank slate. But just keep an eye on him.
Can do.
She kind of gives your face like a little stroke.
Oh, yeah. I'll be back.
Say hello to Celeste for me. So, as we move over, Celeste, is there anything you want to do before you go towards the...
As you guys are leaving Irma's, what you see is from the town hall, you see people are starting to leave now, and Celeste comes out. She is no longer wearing her coat, her hat, and her hair is just a mess. In one hand, she's gripping her flute, and in the other hand, she's got her hand on the shoulder of like one of the guys who was accusing Paulo of being a spy. And then she walks over to she's like looking around, she spots you guys coming out of Irma's house. She walks over and she goes, "Hi guys." Excuse me, that was me. I have someone here who wants to say something to you, Paulo. And it's one of the guys, and he is charmed. And yeah, he just apologizes for being a dick. And it's something that's clearly been rehearsed, that Celeste has like said to him, what you're going to say is this, this, and this. And yeah, he apologizes.
Yeah, so this guy just apologizes profusely and then presses into Paulo's hand something. And he's like, I'm so sorry, I made a terrible, terrible mistake.
I'll look
and
at
it's
it.
just like a small bag of like 5 silver.
And then yeah, she takes her hand off his hand, off his shoulder even, and he's kind of, because he's charmed, he's just sort of standing there looking at her, and she's like, fuck off, mate, go away, be gone with you.
And he sort of looks around and just like turns and just wanders off into the town. After he just gave me some money and fucked off. He's just like, bye.
How's Irma?
Well, that was great. See? Told you. Celeste, just so good with people.
So good with people.
Thank you all for
got them crazy eyes.
believing in me. It's what I need right now, and I'm having a hard time believing in myself. But with you putting your trust in me and taking me in, I know what to do. I know I have to help you out, Elle, and do what I can for this town and these people.
Be most welcome.
Wherever you all go, I'm going with you.
Okay. So do you want to fast forward to the tavern? Cool. Okay. So as you head... Go on.
No, I just said pub. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sure. No worries. I was just like, what? No. Yeah, so as you head towards the tavern, the weather starts to... You're sort of mid-afternoon by this point, and, you know, the weather starts to change. It starts to rain a little bit. And you come across a tavern overlooking a valley. You manage to find it. It's a sturdy, well-built building, and the light in it's very inviting. You can hear some noise inside as you hitch up your horses and enter. You see, as you walk in, to the right-hand side, like a small desk with you see like a small little head poking above it, sort of small halfling man. And he's like, Good evening. Welcome to the Hidden Hearth. My name's Roscoe. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Roscoe. Nice to meet you. Hey, is
Thanks,
Ingrid
Roscoe.
working tonight?
Ingrid, yeah, she's at the bar. Yeah, she'll serve you some drinks. So just to let you know, rooms are 2 silver pieces each for the night, and we have a range of food and drink. We have some menus provided. Just want to make you aware we have a few people in tonight. They're a little bit rowdy. We told them to keep the noise down, but all in all, they're okay. So if you don't have any problems with that, please go on in and find a table.
Thank you.
Thanks, Roscoe.
So you just walk into the room. You see like a big sort of like tavern type room. You see over in the corner about 6 or 7 people dressed in like thick sort of like green cloaks, some woolen sort of like vests and things like that, just sitting there and kind of playing cards and stuff. And you can tell they're maybe sort of pilgrims, like that are going down the road, sort of religious types that maybe just go to this, because you're at this point in time, you're hitting a thing called, it's the festival. There's a festival that's happening at this moment in time. The Festival of Thera, which is like a kind of harvest festival. It's honoring the goddess of the harvest. It sort of like, it marks the peak of the harvest season, and everyone kind of is a time of gratitude community. There's like festivals and things like that, and there's usually groups of pilgrims that like who worship Thera, just wandering from one sort of place to the next, you know, offering sort of food and whatever they can, sort of like helpers type thing, you know, going to different places and offering sort of bounty to the town and then moving on and things like that. Does anybody want to give me any checks or anything, or do you want to sort of just sit down and, or what? What do you want to do?
I'll do just a perception, see if there's anything
Sure.
dodgy looking going around.
Yeah, go for
That's
it.
all right.
Go for it. Yep.
I think
I'm
I do the
specifically
same.
looking for wrapped hands.
So your perception. Yeah.
I'm looking for familiar faces. Anybody that might jog a memory.
Okay. So what your insight then?
Yeah.
You say insight?
Insight,
Okay.
yeah.
And
9.
light feather, are you doing anything? 9.
Yeah.
Nothing for you.
13. on
Also a
perception.
13.
13. Light feather, are you doing anything? You're muted, I think, maybe.
I don't think I'm looking for anything right now. Don't know really
Okay.
what to look for yet. So
Okay. 13. With a 13, you notice there's kind of, they have the usual sort of traveling equipment, satchels, backpacks, that kind of thing. They have quarterstaffs just for like walking the road, maybe like a bit of defense, but they look very dirty. They look a bit kind of unkempt, and you know, they kind of look over it. You know, that thing that happens in bars when people walk in, everyone stops dead silent and kind of turns around, and then they go back to what they were doing and talking. You notice at the bar, there's a few other figures there. You have, there's 2 kind of look like merchants in their very sort of loud get up just at the bar. They're kind of probably a few, they're into their cups, let's say, and they're a little bit rowdy, but they seem harmless nonetheless. They're just like talking loudly, making jokes and things. And then you see further down the bar, like a dwarf who seems like he's kind of like a miner. So he's like a bit dirty, but he's like stopping here for some food and drink. And then you see there's a man off to the side who just seems to be like head in his hands, looking a bit sort of disturbed, and looks at a glance like he may have been upset, like maybe crying, or, you know, he seems a bit kind of perturbed. As you go in and find a table. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Nobody's wearing gloves or have their hands covered. Like if
Not with a 13
13?
perception
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
No, you don't know. Hard to say from this distance. I mean, you can try and get a little bit closer if you really want. That's entirely up to you. And try and get another look?
I think as we move in, that's what Elle will be looking at. Looking
Okay.
for
We'll get a little
Ingrid.
closer too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You see, like a woman comes from behind the bar. You can possibly tell this is Ingrid, and she's like, "Oh, hello, newcomers. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Can I get you anything? We've got. Let me see. Let me just hand you the menu. Hand you like a menu. You've got. There's You see down there. There's a couple of drinks. There's one called Thunder Stout, which is like a robust kind of like dark stout. Then you've got something called. There's a Blossom Brew, which is kind of like a sort of very flowery looking gin type drink. And then you've got Honey Hearth Brew, which is like their most famous kind of drink. It's like, oh yes, it's like a rustic kind of ale with some honey and some sort of elderberries and things like that I've put in. Can I get you any of these drinks? I mean, we've got some food as well, if you like. And she puts down like another menu, and she's got like, there's like a spiced sort of hearth bread, which is like a warm loaf with some spices in it. You've got like a really nice chili with lots of peppers in it that she's telling you about. And then she goes, and we've just got some venison in. So we've got some venison skewers. It's made with, it's got like a berry glaze, and it's got like a nice sweet flavor to it. So, if anything, you guys want any of those, then please let me know and I'll get it for you.
I'm surprised we've not come here sooner. This place seems delightful.
This place
Kinda
is
wish Dad
awesome.
had given me an advance on my allowance. Wow.
What? How about I get us some drinks? Do you want just a drink? Just a quick 1.5? Anything like that? I know we're here for business, but it's been a bit of a day, hasn't it?
Yeah, hell yeah. This
Stout
is some of that
sounds
honey
real
brew.
good.
Okay, so what's everyone ordering?
I'll probably have one of the gins, a blossomy gin. That
Okay.
sounds very nice.
Okay,
Very
that's cool.
Celeste.
Blossom Blue, yep. That'll be 2 copper pieces for that.
Copper.
Ooh.
Oh, stunning.
Mm.
Yep.
Do you have a warm cup of goat's milk?
I could probably check, but I'm sure we can rustle something like that up for you. Yeah, no
Be
problem.
nice.
She'll just charge you like 1 copper for that. That'd be fine. Just 1 copper for some warm goat's milk. What is Elle after anything?
Elle's
Or
gonna
light
look
feather?
hopefully up at Ingrid and say, "Can I get some of that Thunder Stout?"
Sure. She's like,
Yeah. Not super
She
tall,
doesn't-
which is
yeah. She's like,
over.
yeah. Hang on. Yeah, to her, you could just be a halfling. She doesn't know.
Okay, cool.
She's like, yeah, sure. 4 copper for the Thunder Stout. Because you're just short. She's like, I don't know. People come in here all the time. I don't ask questions.
Yes.
Light Feather. What does Light Feather want?
Light Feather slams a gold on the table and he goes,
Jesus.
I'd like to get fucked up. Let's go.
Okay. So she's like, do you want to
Well,
just
if
like
we're
keep
doing
that?
that,
Yeah.
Hey,
just, like-
everybody's getting a glass. We're here. This is fun. Just
Okay.
I'd like a bottle of
Okay.
whatever is awesome.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She's like, we'll put this behind the bar and like maybe put a tab or something together for you guys. The gold will cover most of it, so that's fine. Do you guys want any food? Can I help you with any food?
those skewers seem to be calling my name, I must admit.
Okay.
So,
We can help you with that. She's like,
You know what? Give us a sampler.
oh, okay. No problem. So can I help you with anything else? Is there anything else I can help you with before I disappear?
some of that bread for the table. If we're going to
Okay,
be cheeky
sure.
about it, of course.
Yeah, sure. Just abusing it then. That's fine. Yeah, no problem. We'll
Is the
get you
bread-
some of that.
Is the bread basket an unlimited bread type of situation, or do we pay by the
Well,
basket?
yeah, you have to pay by the basket, unfortunately.
Okay,
Hey,
But the salad,
don't worry about it.
It's a bottomless salad bar.
Not much of a salad eater, I don't think.
Mm.
Here, don't
Okay.
worry about it, Paulo. If you want something, get it. I'll take care of it. It's fine.
Well, that's much too kind of you, Mr.
Nah,
James.
it's fine. Hey, part of the team.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
for
she
that.
comes back with the drinks. She comes back with the sampling plates. You get like a little bit of everything. And she's like, "Is there anything else I can get you guys and gals?"
Well, how about Panavar?
She stops, and as she's about to turn away, she turns back. And she's like, leans in. She's like, where have you heard that name?
We were told to ask for Panavar, and you would know what that means.
Okay. She sort of like looks around a little, like left and right. He's not here yet. But he's on his way, as far as I've been told.
You expect him here tonight, then?
Yeah. I mean, she looks outside, and she looks out the window. She's like, probably a couple of hours.
How do you? Is he going to be here at night? Is that why you're looking out?
Yeah, well, I mean, he usually comes in sort of in the evening time,
Okay.
has a few drinks, and then hits the road again.
Can you give us a signal when he gets here, or will you be introducing us? How will we know?
I'll give you a signal. I'll be at the bar, and if I turn a tankard upside down, then you'll know he's here.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks, Ingrid. This Thunder Stout is great, by the way.
No problem. When she goes to sit, she disappears behind the bar again. So is there anything else you'd like to do?
Now, if we're going to be here for a couple of hours to wait for our friend, we need to be careful. We need to take things slowly. She's looking at Lightfeather James directly in the eyes. We need to just pace ourselves because we don't want to be too, inebriated when we're trying to get business done.
He's getting sauced.
I've said something now. If anything happens, it's not my fault. I'm washing my hands of it.
It's all right. I'll keep an eye on things. I'm just gonna drink the warm goat's milk.
I'll be fine, you guys. It's just having a good time.
That goat's milk is very creamy, very nice, very, nice, warm to the right sort of touch.
Ma'am, when she brings it, do you know the name? Do you know the name of the goat?
Samuel. He's our prize goat.
Samuel makes a fine cup of goat's milk.
Samuel?
Yeah. Well,
as in
we let one of the kids name it, and so we wanted to name it Samantha, but they said Samuel, and they got upset when we tried to, so we just call her Samuel. You know what kids are like with names? They just name stuff and they don't really understand. So
I'm sitting here going, what's the problem with naming them Samuel? But yeah.
Otherwise, that's a very different product coming out like that.
Wow, something that Elle can put in her back pocket.
Oh.
Good God.
Nice callback.
Yes. So is there any, I mean, you see these guys, these pilgrims that are like playing cards. They seem to be getting a bit louder. There's like drinks being splashed on the floor as they continue to get a little bit raucous. But again, you haven't seen any hands. You're not quite sure what the score is there.
Lightfeather's definitely going to saddle up to the rumpus.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of coming on over. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all having some fun over here? What's happening?
You see, they're putting the cards down. It's like poker. They're like putting poker down. But you notice that every one of the cards they put down, they'll put down the hermit, the forester, the charlatan, and the wild man.
Like in a pattern, like
yeah,
collectively?
And every time it's always those four that they pull out, and they're like, got the wild man again. Oh, fuck.
That's,
and they put it down again.
That's an interesting game. I've never seen a card game like that before. How do you play? I'd like to play.
You notice that they just blank you. They go to their game again. Wild man, charlatan, hermit, forester.
On the table, are the glasses running a little low?
Little bit.
Okay. Gonna hobble back over to the bar. Ingrid, here's another gold. Can I have another bottle of whatever they're drinking over there?
Yeah, sure. She reaches under and just hands it to you. There you go.
I appreciate you so much. Walks back over and goes, and as like pouring drinks, that's an interesting game. I'd really like to learn how to play that game. And then sets the bottle on the table after filling everyone's cup.
One of them looks up to you and he's just like, fuck off. And just
Really?
goes back to it like,
Rude.
wild man, charlatan, Forrester, and the same 4 cards keep appearing every
Do we
time.
see this
Whatever
happening?
hand yeah, you see them shuffling, and every time it's the same 4 cards every single time.
Now, come on, friends. We're just having a good time. I'm not trying to impose. I'm gonna be here for a little bit, and I just want to hang out. And, we don't have to get rude about it.
Oh shit.
Light Feather, you're close enough. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yeah.
It looks like your friend James, Mr. James, is stirring up something over there.
24.
Certainly had
24.
enough.
As you're close enough, you notice under one of the cloaks, there's like dagger, short sword on one of them. On another one, there's like a sword, another short sword. Someone else has a couple of like a belt of daggers that they're trying to keep very hidden conspicuously. You see one of them now, kind of big, bearded guy, looks at them and he's like, go back to your table, friend.
Come on. Could you humor an old man in one hand? I'm just old. Just an old, crazy guy drinking, wanting to play some cards with the cool young kids. That's it.
One of the guys stands up and he's like, can I just have a look at the bottle? You guys? Is that okay? Go sit down, old man.
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't look good over there, Elle.
Elle's already getting up.
It's very rude for you to do that. When somebody buys you a drink graciously, especially in excess. You respect your elders like that? That's how you guys do things?
Paulo's gonna step
Okay.
forward and put his hand on Lightfeather James' shoulder, just be like, "All right, fellas. Sorry for the bother, Mr. James. Maybe come on back and we'll have another round."
Yeah. Like backs up. Yeah. We'll have another round.
Yeah. Take this old fuck and go sit down.
Unnecessary.
Elle's coming up to their table.
He
You
looks at
apologized.
Paulo and he goes, I'm about to lose it. I got one more time.
Can everybody give me perception checks, please?
Oh my god. Oh,
That's not what we're here for.
yeah. I just rolled.
Oh,
Finally rolled
piss
well.
off.
Ooh,
18.
dirty 20.
18, dirty 20,
25.
11.
25, 11. 3 of you notice one guy has hand on his table and he slightly moves the glove and you start to see the edge of what looks like an eye. And you see someone stood back there. He looks at the head of the table and he's just like stroking his beard. And who got the highest? 20.
25.
You see the flash of an extra finger.
Oh.
Okay, be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
And he's like, do you want to let us continue our card game, or is
We
there anything
will.
else you want to say?
We will let you continue your card game, and we'll take a seat back at our table. Sorry for the bother, gentlemen.
Can
Elle?
they did they know that we saw that?
No.
Okay.
They are just you can tell they're kind of like, they could probably handle themselves, but they're like looking at you like they just don't want to be bothered, and this kind of interruption has just annoyed them more than anything else. So you kind of like, you can tell that he's somehow disguising this sixth finger, but you can tell he's got one, and he's kind of leaning back like, are we gonna have any more problems, or are you just gonna leave us the fuck alone?
Look, I'm gonna pull Light Feather and just kind of get his attention as I'm kind of gently urging him back. Last thing we need to do here is spill blood in this here establishment. Elle, looks like the food's coming up.
Elle will slam her fist down on their table. Was Paulo the only one that saw this stuff?
I saw it too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
She'll
the
put her
two
hand down on
highest
the
would have seen
table.
it.
Be kind to your elders in the future. And I'll turn around. If they let me.
You feel a tug on the back of your shirt as you pull Tanger around. And he's like, what did you say to me?
I said, be kind to your elders. Did I stutter?
Oh, we're doing this. Wild shape. Boom.
Thanks, Wiley.
Brown bear.
Oh,
we're
shit,
in it.
here we go.
We're
What's
in it.
up, Wiley Hobbit?
Meanwhile,
That's
Celeste
fine.
has just been sat at the table waiting for the food. Has noticed absolutely fuck all. Is just drinking a drink. Like, I'm not doing this again. Not doing this again today. Sorry, lads.
Wiley Hobbit,
Really
thanks for the resub,
bear.
buddy. Good to see ya.
All right. So if you want to just, if we'll go over to the map, we'll just, if you want to move
Oh.
your tokens to where if you were,
Oh, we have a map?
yeah.
Where, let's see, what's the table that they would be at?
They would be, it's going to be the larger one of the two, this one here.
And where were we sitting?
You were kind of sat, I would say, probably down here.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't know which guy grabbed
Okay.
me. I guess I'm right there, maybe.
I'm going to say, yeah, it's going to be this fella here. This is the one that kind of turned around. This table here, that's the guy there that you saw with the six fingers. He's just gone, yeah. And then these guys are kind of like a little bit bristling, shall we say. So, shall we roll initiative?
Oh,
I don't know, should we?
I don't know. Is there anything you want to do? Are you, I mean, the Light Feather's just brown bared it. So.
Yeah, I mean, that
I
shit's
can,
happening.
I can retcon that if we
I
not
mean,
try to.
I
but
will
like,
give, what we'll do is we'll go to a break. We'll talk about what you want to do in the break,
my
and then we'll
God.
come back and see what happens.
Shiv has
All right,
given
we'll
us
throw
an
to a
out.
break.
He's given us an opportunity here. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Maybe
I'm
we
not.
should
Yeah, I mean, it's
utilize
entirely
it.
up to you. If you wanna go brown
Yeah.
bear, we'll come back. We'll
Yeah.
roll initiative, and we'll go from there. But I'll let you guys decide in the break what you want to do.
Okay.
All right, that's
Oh,
fair.
man.
That's fair. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. We're just going to take a quick break. I just want to give a shout out to our good friend Wiley Hobbit for the resub. Shiv for the resub. Thank you very much. We had an on-screen celebratory cheers of bits from our good buddy Pat Draws. Thank you all for being here. If you like what you see, please consider following the channel. We will be back in just a few short minutes, everybody. See you then.
Dave's pulled the safety dance out. SSAA. You can
Hey,
dance if you want
everybody.
to.
We're back. This goofy crew is
We
back.
are back. Yeah.
Shiv, take it away, my friend.
Okay, here we are. We are now in some shenanigans. Poor Well, I wouldn't say poor Lightfeather. He's just bust out to be a brown bear. So
Just trying to be nice.
yeah,
Play some cards.
okay. Yeah,
You know, just
these
that
guys were
typical
not having
drunk
it.
guy at the bar who turns into a brown bear.
Yeah, I mean,
Disrespected
What?
elders, by the way.
Yeah.
disrespected. So
Mm.
we are going to go into initiative order. So this guy here, he's going to come over to Paulo straight away, and he's like, "Hey, you," and just tries to. Does a 16 hit you?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Does a 16 hit?
Paulo or Lightfeather?
Yeah, does it? Yeah, the Paulo. This
Oh,
guy's just come
Paulo.
up, span you
Sorry.
around. and just-
No,
yeah.
it does not. It does not hit. Just
Oh,
misses.
Basically, he just reels
Like,
back
"Oh!"
with his fist and tries to just hit you, and you just like out the way, dodge.
Well, you make
That's
a
this
grave
guy, as he's like,
mistake, pal. You're making a grave mistake.
Celeste, you're up.
So Celeste sees she's sat at the table, she's minding her own business, she's drinking her very nice gin, and she just sees at the corner of her eye Lightfeather James go from being an old man to a bear, and is like, oh god, okay, we're doing this, are we? Can never go to a bar in peace. It never seems to happen. And she is going to just stand up from her put down her drink, stand up from the table, walk to the end about
Okay.
here, and she is going to cast. Let me find the tool for the thingy. Thunderwave.
Jesus.
Wait a second. Let me move
Ground
that.
control.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is Thunderwave.
We are gonna
Thunderwave.
wreck
Oh,
this
Doc
bar.
Shoulder coming in with some bits for the players. Thank you very much.
Woo!
We
Oof.
each have an
Thank
advantage.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Good to see you,
Doc.
Doc. Good to see you.
Thanks.
Appreciate you,
Uh,
buddy.
Perfect timing.
Yes, very
And that
good
should-
timing.
Basically, get all of the baddies on the on this table.
Okay.
In a Thunderwave, and they all need to do a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 15, please and thank you.
Okay,
Mr. DM.
Pilgrim number 3. 23.
Okay, yep, that's cool.
Pilgrim 5. 12.
Haha.
So, the lady at the top, Pilgrim number 4, she gets a natural 1. Pilgrim
love.
number 2 gets a dirty 20.
Oh,
And Pilgrim number 1 gets a 9.
okay. So, 10, 12. So that is 12 thunder damage. 12 thunder damage to everybody who got above 15, and they get pushed back
Okay.
10 feet.
Okay.
And everybody who rolled above a 15 gets 6 thunder damage.
Okay, so this guy goes flying over that way. He saved. She flies and hits the bar. You see her head snap off the bar as she goes crack into it. And she's like, oh. The guy that's got Paulo, he failed, so he's gonna head down that way. He just gets shoved out the way. So Paulo, because he had you, can you give me a strength saving throw, please? We'll call it 15
This is for Paulo.
to see if he. Yeah, for Paulo.
Ooh, natural
'Cause as
20. Natural 20.
Okay. Basically, as the thunder wave fires out, this guy gets hit by it, and he's like trying to take you with him, but you just like shrug it off as if it's not. As he's like, "Get the fuck off me!" As he just goes, "Boo!" and just goes down that way. This guy stands his ground. So those two are. Everyone just like goes, scatters.
Cool.
Is that the end of your
God, we're
turn?
not doing. I just be like, God, we're not doing this again, are we? Yeah, that's gonna be her go. Yeah, she's gonna leave it at that.
Paulo, you'll go. It's over to Paulo.
Yeah. Paulo's thinking. Dave's thinking about it.
Oh,
Are
okay.
are these guys all brandishing weapons? I mean, this is like
Not at the moment. They've come at you. Fists. Well, one has. The others haven't had a chance. They've just been blown halfway across the tablet room.
shit. I don't know. All right, hold on. I'm gonna make a roll to see what I do.
Okay.
Okay. I still don't know what to do, even after that roll. All right, here's what he's gonna do. He's going to just step forward towards this guy here, Pilgrim number 5, and I am going to. I'm gonna make an unarmed strike against this guy.
Sure, go for
I mean,
it.
that's all I have.
Yep.
I don't have any weapons. Okay, so I'm gonna make an unarmed strike. You know what? I'm gonna use my advantage from Doc. Thank you, Doc. Here we go.
Sure, go for it.
That is gonna be a 12.
12 will miss.
Okay.
So as you go to swing for him, he just like steps back and gives you the shrug it off. So, is that all you've got? Any bonus actions or anything?
I have a second attack. I'm gonna try again.
Go for it.
No, that's an 11. I missed both times.
Okay. So you'll just go.
Yeah,
and
I'll
he's
just be like, everybody be cool. This doesn't have to happen.
Okay. Number 1, his turn over there. Pilgrim 1. He's gonna get to his feet, and he's gonna come for Elle. Come charging in.
Thank you, Scottish Jeff. Pat draws his pick in a TPK. Don't do that. Advantage for everyone,
6
Jeff?
won't hit you. Oh, okay. 6 won't hit you, will it?
No.
No. He gets up and he's kind of still dazed from the thunder wave and just swings wildly at you and completely misses. So that's him. Number 4, she is.
Yeah, one advantage for each of us.
She gets to there.
From Jeff.
She gets to there, and
Thank you, Jeff.
she's still kind of, after the head snapping off the bar quite violently, you can tell she's like bleeding as she comes staggering out from there. Number 5, he's going to take a strike at Paulo. Oof, that'll miss. His big fist just comes swinging at Paulo.
Yeah, we're just
Haymaker,
like,
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically block, pound. It's basically like duking it out, but you know. Elle, your turn.
Elle's gonna pull out Lupus Mortis. She's gonna.
Shit!
I mean,
she's gonna...
it's a head. She is gonna turn it this way and
right.
pop.
Oh, she's
Pilgrim
gonna try and
number
club
1.
the guy.
Yep.
Okay.
So non-lethal if she contacts. Oh, okay. That's an 11.
11 misses. You basically, as you go to deal it, he just basically puts his forearms up and just blocks it.
Okay. That's all she's gonna do. She is just going to kind of like lean up in his face.
Okay. So you've got number 2. He's coming down. He's going to try and attack you.
It's fine.
That'll be 21 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Is he using his fist though?
Fist. He's just he's going to try and cold cock you from the side. You will take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he just goes whack. This big sort of fist just right hook, right cross, just go kakoosh across your face. Bear James. Like Bear James.
Light feather Bear James.
Light feather Bear James.
So am I noticing that we're like not really fighting? We're just kind of like just shoving each other around.
Well, some of you have, and then you see this almighty like just fist hit Elle right in the. I mean, basically, this guy just punched a 17-year-old.
Well, and Elle drew a sword, right?
Yeah. Well, she pulled the
hatchet.
axe and tried.
hatchet,
She tried to hatchet. Yeah.
So Bear James is going to plow into Pilgrim number 1.
Yeah.
And
these fucking pilgrims.
Like,
You know, speaking of which, look at this
Pilgrims.
sly flock at the bar over here. That sly flock.
He's just like,
Look at that guy. What the hell? Sorry.
yeah, I guess because the bear really doesn't have an unarmed attack. Everything is armed. So it's,
It's
Okay.
all arms,
Yeah.
baby.
it's all armed. So he's going to barrel into Pilgrim number 1 and swipe at him with his claw.
okay, go for it.
What is that? Oh, okay. So that's going to be 24 to hit.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
And gonna take 7 points of damage.
Okay, perfect.
And,
Lovely.
What was it?
Is that you got anything else you want to do?
I do actually. And
Go for it.
For multi attack. He's Barefeather James is gonna chomp down on the soldier of Pilgrim 2 because they hit my buddy.
Yeah, sure.
It's the 20 for 26.
Oh,
Natural 20, was it?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay. Yep. Okay, that hits. That one hits.
So that's a 24 points.
And what are you doing?
Whoa.
Biting into his shoulder?
Yeah. Yeah.
You basically just go chomp and you just rip his neck. And he's dead.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And
This bear just goes chomp and just what you don't realize is as you've gone for his shoulder, you've kind of just been a bit too enthusiastic and just ripped half of his like neck and shoulder out, and blood just goes like spatters everywhere.
so at that point, like Bear James is gonna turn around and kind of look at Elle, and if you can see on his face, he's gonna be like, just a bear giving you the look like, I didn't mean to
As
do
you've got,
that.
like, you got blood all over your like your snout and stuff. Is
You got red on
Yeah. And
there anything else you want to do, or is that all you got?
that's all I'm gonna do. That's it. Yeah.
you. Hey Shiv,
Okay. Yeah.
if you're interested, I just sent you a blood token via Discord. If you want some some splatter for the map.
Yes, please.
Put
Yeah.
it in. Put it in.
Yes, I will. I'll have that. Let me
Yeah.
just do that a minute. Hang on. Yep.
It's
Just
gonna
we're
get
talking
messy.
arterial
It's
spray
gonna get
here,
messy
right?
in here.
yeah, that's exactly what a natural 20 will get you.
Yeah.
Let's put it back on the map.
was
Let's
beautiful.
put it back.
Yeah.
Decisions were made.
I mean, that was amazing
That
and
son of a
also
bitch.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Got it.
Let this be a lesson. Respect
it.
your elders.
Yeah, right.
In the
Yeah.
future.
That's.
So
Not
is that
even
all you
this
want to?
campaign.
Is that everything Lightfeather's got after he's just like murdered this man?
Yeah. I think I've done enough.
Okay. Number 3. He's just like looked up and seen his mate being killed by a bear, and he's just like, oh shit, and he charges into Elle.
The L?
Celeste?
Sorry, Celeste. My mistake. Sorry.
Ah, rude.
17 to hit.
Use a reaction. I cast shield.
Ooh.
So it doesn't hit.
Okay,
Nice.
good. As you see a flash of a dagger come out and just miss you.
No.
Now it's over to you, Celeste.
Stunning. I am going to use my so the gentleman pilgrim number 4. Oh god, there's loads of them. Pilgrim number 3 who's just tried to stab me with a dagger.
Yep. Yep.
I am going to grab my staff of defense, and I'm just going to try and aim and absolutely whack him on the head with it.
Okay, sure.
Because she's annoyed now. She just wanted a quiet drink, waiting for this guy she's got to meet.
And this has kind of got well out of hand.
Has got well out of hand. I'm going to use my advantage because that wasn't a very good roll.
No, fair enough.
Thank you, chat.
Oh my god. Okay. I wish I hadn't bothered. So that is oh no, that's really bad. That's only 11 to hit.
11 misses. He basically swing and he just darts out the way.
Bastard.
Is that everything for you?
I think it's gonna have to be. I don't think I've got anything else. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna be really annoyed by this. So I'm going to use my Mantle of Majesty feat, and I'm going to cast command. I'm going to try and cast command on this guy. So he needs to do a Wisdom save of 15, please.
Okie dokie. Hang on, close the wrong window. Wisdom save of 15, you say?
Mm-hmm.
9. Fails.
Oh, lovely. And yeah, she's just gonna say, "Fuck off," and I mean it's a one word command, so it'll be flee.
Okay, so how
the way she says it, it's gonna sound like she's telling him to fuck off.
Thank you, Pat.
how far does he flee?
Spends his turn moving away at the fastest available means. So I don't think he
on his
moves,
turn, yeah.
Yeah, so it means that he can dash essentially. So 60 foot is my assumption.
Okay.
So yeah.
And Tony,
So when it gets to his turn.
Celeste now has 2 advantages from Pat draws.
Oh, Pat, you're a bloody legend. Thank you so much.
Legend. So yeah, if that's you, just remind me when it gets to his turn, number 3, that he's gonna flee.
Will do. That's like top of the round, isn't it?
Yeah. So as soon as he gets back to round. So Paulo, you're up.
Thank you.
All right. So first
Over
off,
to Paulo.
Paulo's gonna shout out, "Let that be a lesson to y'all. Sometimes you eat the bar, sometimes the bar eats you." And then he's gonna rage as a bonus action.
Okay.
"Where you going, boy?" And he just like starts to hulk out. The veins pop on his neck. Sweat starts to pour down his body as it almost is like his muscles kind of swell almost to the point of his shirt being torn. And he is going to go ahead and make some. This is going to be a reckless attack against number 5.
Okay.
So it'll be with advantage. They will have advantage on me though, Shiv, just so you know. But this first attack's going to be reckless, unarmed attack. That is going to be a total of 22 to hit.
22 will hit that guy. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to kind of rake my hand across him and make him bloody.
Ooh.
Let's see. So it's going to be a total of good roll. It's going to be 8 points of damage. And then with my second attack, same guy, I'm going to use my advantage that I got from Scottish Jeff. Thank you, Scottish Jeff. So this is attack number 2. Ooh, 19 on the die, plus a bunch of stuff. 25 total for the second unarmed attack. So that's going to be a total of 7 additional points of damage on number 5 there.
Okay.
And that is my turn. Oh, yeah.
What does this look like?
The first unarmed strike kind of rakes against his face, and like you can just see the blood fly across the room, probably hitting Pilgrim 4 a little bit. The skin of the face being pulled away a little bit. Yep. And then right with the left hand coming across the same thing, and it just basically cuts right across his throat, and it just sprays everywhere as the guy falls back.
Okay. Now,
and then he's
Celeste,
just gonna look
you're
around
quite
and just
close.
Go, "Who's
You've
next?"
just noticed Paulo attack this guy quite ferociously. Can you give me perception, please? With advantage, because you're that close.
I can. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh,
So 6.
Okay.
Oh, I've got
That's
an
fine.
advantage from Pat. Can I use that on top of it, or is that too much?
No, go for it. Yeah, do it.
Thank you, because my dice are rolling fucking horrendously. Oh, get the hell out. That's a 7, so not even. So it's 11. 11 is as good as I can
11.
get.
You're basically just seeing Paolo go crazy at this guy. And
Yeah,
you're just hitting blood and
You need new dice, Tony.
That's it.
I
New dice.
do.
Yeah.
Very annoyed.
Okay, so over to this guy up the top, number 1. He's going. Oh no, he won't get that because there's no one around him. Does an 11 hit Light Feather or Light Bear, James?
Nope.
Nope. Basically, he's trying. You see another a dagger come out, and they're trying to get into you, but it's not going to happen. Number 4, this lady who's still stumbling through. She comes up to Celeste. So this is going to be with disadvantage because she's pretty much like concussed after the thunder wave. So a 7's going to miss you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So she tries to ground. You just like stumbles, and you just like basically be like, as she grabs, you just like shrug her off, and she's like, oh.
As a reaction, Celeste is just gonna go, okay.
Oh, and she withers and dies from that look.
Yeah, I hope so.
He's no longer with us, so he's gone out of the order. Elle, you're up.
Elle is seeing some carnage, and she was before holding the hatchet, kind of in this kind of like fashion. She will spin it around and take a lethal whack at Pilgrim number 1 with advantage from Doc. Thank you.
Hey-o.
Do it.
That's a 19. That's a 19.
19 will hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
She's got another attack. She didn't do it last
Sure.
time
Use it.
because
Yeah.
it's like a warning type situation. But here we go.
Mhm.
Regular type attack. For 13.
13 damage or 13 to hit?
13 to hit.
Oh, that'll miss.
Okay.
So you managed just to like kind of defend himself with his dagger after you like hit him the first time, and he's like, "Fuck."
Mm. All right. Can she also shout out? I mean, this is
Yeah,
gonna
she's
happen to
out of
all.
reaction.
This is gonna happen to all you guys if you don't drop it.
Bear
Okay.
roar. Ah,
Yeah, my backup singer.
Okay, Light Bear James, what do you want to do?
yeah, we're gonna get this pilgrim that's in front of us. Oh God, yes, please roll like this later today. That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
We're going claw on this guy. Well, actually, yeah, we're going claw on this guy. So beta. 9. That's gonna be 13 points of damage.
13. Okie dokie. What happens to this poor fella?
I like that big blood splatter.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like after Elle's like, this is what's gonna happen to you guys, and
Yeah.
like Bear James like goes on his hind brown bear legs and just swipes down double claw on this dude as he falls and
Oof.
back up roar.
Yeah,
Arterial spray.
okay. That's it. More arterial spray.
It's everywhere.
And
Okay.
Bear James is gonna make his movement over to Pilgrim 3.
Okay.
For a multi attack, he's gonna bite down on this guy.
Ooh, okay. Now, will this will break the charm, won't it?
It's not charm, it's command. So let me just double check.
Oh, it's command, sorry. Pretty sure
Uh,
this will break it if he's attacked, isn't it?
I'm not 100% sure about command. Let me just double check if I can find. There you are.
Break it if I kill him.
I mean, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to get much of a chance to run away if you just bite his head off.
Yeah,
likely.
the spell has no effect if the target is undead, it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. Wait a second.
Which it wasn't, so you told it to flee, so.
Yeah. It just says... No, it doesn't say anything about not being able to go. It just says, like, if it takes damage, it just says, No. It just says if the
Okay.
target can't follow the command, the spell ends. And obviously, if he's dead, he won't be able to follow the command. But
That's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So light feather, have at it.
Alrighty, that's a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Right, and then this guy gets...
Just getting my arterial spray ready.
Let's get it.
Because I don't think this guy's making it out alive.
Put it on
Oh.
speed
get
dial, dude.
any
Yeah.
on my coat, I will be furious.
Okay.
It's already over me, so
12 points
We can
to
be
this
together.
guy with
Yeah.
the light.
This guy's all right, for a bit of flavor. Celeste, just give me dexterity saving throw, please.
God. Thank
Shelly,
God,
somehow in every game that I play in with you, your characters end up covered in blood.
That's a bit better.
I love it.
Dex save was that?
Yep.
19.
19. Yeah, you just jump back as the blood just goes across the floor.
Awesome. And then
Nice.
I still have a little bit of movement. Bear James
Yeah.
gets on the table.
Okay. Right.
In for a show, are
so
we?
this guy joins the fray, and now you notice that his fingernails have grown ever so slightly,
Oh no.
and
It's on.
he's gonna jump onto the table for light feather.
No!
You see this guy, big fangs. He's like, "Ah," as he runs and jumps on the table.
We're gonna have
What you notice, what's your passive? All of you, you've got pretty high passive perceptions. You see the guy who sat at the table, this chap here. He just looked at that guy and just gave him a nod, and he's like, "Oh, time to go to work." So,
we were doing something.
So
We should
let's
not have
have a
ordered
look.
alcohol.
No, that's why I ordered the warm goat's milk.
So
Yeah, look how well it treated you.
dirty 20 to Lightbear James.
It's refreshing.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna take 6 points of slashing damage as this guy just goes.
Wow.
Yeah, we in there. Let's go. Keep it going.
Yeah. Okay, he gets a second attack. That's 18 to hit.
Hits.
That's 10 points of slashing damage as another claw comes in.
Eat you up. Come on.
Gonna eat you up. Yep, that's it. That's his turn. You notice that this guy stands up, this fella here, and he just sort of cracks his neck a little bit, takes off his coat, and he just rips his skin apart. Just rips off his like he's pulling off a jumper. Just goes,
Is he Hulkamania in his skin?
yeah, basically he's giving
Oh
it
my
the old
God.
Oh no!
as you see, boom, this thing appear. It's
sure.
slightly different looking, kind of werewolf looking thing. It's very pronounced. Hasn't quite properly formed. It's half skull is what it is on top of its head.
Whatever big gun you have, pull it out, everybody.
Wow.
The proverbial shit has hit the fan.
Okay.
As he just goes like that, stands up, and he's like really elongated limbs, very big looking thing. He's like, "Ooh," and he's
He made that noise.
yeah, coming for light feather.
no.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hello?
The biggest target on there. 14.
Oh, just barely. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, okay. "13 points of slashing damage as this massive claw hits you. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw DC 18, please?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use my advantage. Okay. That's significantly better. I just got it.
Just 18. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Perfect. Lovely. Second attack.
We didn't.
That
we
one
didn't
will
order this.
That one will miss.
No.
That one will miss.
Okay.
It was a 9, and then the last attack. That's
And
a
then
16.
the last. Damn. Yeah.
A 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess.
Holy shit.
That's 6 points of slashing as this other claw comes down on you.
Help! Help me!
Help me, Lord, help me.
Help me!
He says in bear.
He's gone.
Right.
He's gone. Celeste, you're up.
Save us, Celeste.
Celeste, I've just reread that feat that I have, Mantle of Majesty, and it means that for a minute I can cast Command at will as a bonus action for each of my turns. So I'm going to cast it again. And now this is going to be up to you because I'm not using one of the suggested commands on the thing.
Sure.
Well, first off, can the guy whose fingernails are growing but hasn't actually turned into one of those creatures yet, do a Wisdom save 15, please?
Natural 19.
Oh, what the? Okay, nothing happens then.
Okay.
Bloody wise bastard. Okay, so then Celeste is then gonna grab her crossbow and she's gonna aim at the fully turned creature.
The big guy, yeah. Okay, sure.
Big fella. And I'm gonna roll a different dice because everything else keeps disappointing me.
There we go.
Okay, that was a nat 1. I'm gonna throw all my dice in the bin.
Okay.
Tony, stop it.
And that's Celeste's go. That's all she can do.
All she wrote. Okay.
That's all she wrote. Oh god.
Paulo,
Okay.
over to you, sir.
Paulo.
You've seen these two things. Just one who's still in human form leap up on the table, slice on Bear James. You've now seen this guy who clearly was probably in charge fully change to something very bizarre.
I mean, does it look like a wolf? Does he look similar?
It is a wolf, but it's very sort of hybrid-y looking thing. It's almost elevated, if you'd say.
I was afraid you were going to say that. All right, well, Paulo sees that as the main threat here. So he is going to, in a fit of rage, is going to jump through the air and come down on this thing, just howling with rage. His hands coming down to like scrape across this thing and tear at it. I'm going to go ahead and attack with recklessly again, and I am in a frenzied state as per my.
Okay. So I'll get
subclass.
advantage on you. Is that right?
You will. Yep.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
here comes an attack with advantage.
Sure.
That's going to be a 24 to hit this guy.
24 will hit.
Okay. So let's get some. Total of 7 damage. But that seems like it's not very much.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make a second attack.
Sure.
I do not get advantage on this one. I don't have any advantages left either, so this will be a straight roll. That is pretty good, though. It's 23 to hit. So it'll
23.
do another 6 damage. And then I'm going to use my bonus action because I have... what do I have? I have the Tavern Brawler feat, so I'm going to grapple this guy. I'm going to use my bonus action to grapple this beast.
Okie dokie.
And anybody that might have seen this happen can see that, like, from the tip of his fingernails down his hands and his arms, which are now exposed, like it's almost like the skin is tearing because there's so much energy that it's pulling the skin off of the muscle beneath. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Okay. You see this guy come in, running in again, claws out, fangs out. He's going for Paulo because this is a challenge.
Yeah, with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. That's a 22 to hit.
Hits. Yep.
Cool.
See, this is my tactic in this combat: is don't do any damage, because then no one's going to see you as a threat or come after you.
Smart.
Okay.
It's all on purpose.
Genius.
That's 10 points of slashing damage to you, sir.
Okay. Halved because I'm raging.
Yep. And
Okay.
he gets oh no, yeah, he gets a second attack, so still with advantage. He's gonna try and sink his fangs into you. 14.
Does not hit.
Ooh. Can't quite get through that tough outdoorsy skin of Paulo.
Yep.
That's it. Lady number 4, she is now gonna try and go for Celeste. She's kind of come to her senses. Oh, fucking
She'll probably succeed.
8. An 8.
Ugh. Again?
Again. Yeah. She just
Honestly, woman.
She swings wildly because she still like can see 2 of you, and she's like, oh, just misses you. Elle,
2 of me, I
over to
wish.
you.
All right, well, I think Elle's aware of everything that's going on at this point, so she tightens her grip on Lupus Mortis, jumps up on the table, and runs down here. Can she get some hits on the main guy, or because he's grappled, is there a chance she might hit
I would say
Paul?
from that angle, she's probably going to be able to get the one guy. She's probably not be able to get this guy. This probably too much body in the way with Light Feather on the table as well.
Okay, so did you say I can get only the guy right next to me?
Yeah, the guy in front of you,
okay.
yeah. Because you've got a big bear and you've got something else, so it's a little bit tricky to get
Totally
involved.
makes sense. I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark that guy and say, you get off the table, and I will swing with advantage from Scottish Jab.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. That is a 21.
That will hit.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so worst damage ever. That would be 5 damage.
Okay. Yep.
My second with Lupus Mortis. Second hit is gonna be just regular. That's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit, yep.
It's better. 10 damage with Lupus Mortis again.
Okay, this guy's looking pretty fucked up as you just hit him 2 of these axe slashes. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Light Feather Bear James.
I have a question. Would you,
Yep.
as a bonus action, allow me to shift my wild shape?
I will allow it, yeah.
Okay. And so, another question here. So, well, no, it's an action, but we'll do this. I can magically assume the shape of a beast that you've seen before.
Okay.
I'm going to turn into this thing in front of me.
Oh, shit. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let me just change that token for you, sir.
Glad it's happening right in front of us so we know which one not to hit.
So here's the thing. The one that you don't hit is the one that has
The
a
leg.
peg leg.
Oh, because it still has.
Look
Okay.
for,
Yeah, stuff.
yep, look for the peg leg.
Now, so we would count that as the action. That's my action.
Yeah, that's your action.
Okay. All right, so that's what it is. I don't have the stat block for this thing, or if you want to send the name so I can look at it.
Yeah, sure. I will let you know what that is.
But that's me. Wait.
Okie
hold on.
dokie.
Yeah, that's my turn. We're gonna play fire with fire.
Yeah. Let me just drop that to you right now. Yes, so that's your turn, is it?
Yeah, that's my turn. Thank you.
Okay. This guy, number 6, he's going to try and claw at Elle. Right. First attack. 14 will it hit? 14?
Nope.
Misses. Okay. Second one. 22. 22 hit?
22 hits, yes.
Yeah. 4 points of piercing damage, actually, because he sinks the teeth in and just like onto your shoulder.
Okay.
The big guy, he's gonna, well, since Paulo has gone in on him, it's going to be attack on him.
Yeah, he's grappled.
Do I still get advantage? Oh, he's grappled. Right.
Yeah, he's grappled. He would have an advantage on an attack against me.
Okay.
Everybody would actually, I think, until they
So in
begin my
grappled,
next turn.
how much can I do while I'm grappled?
You just can't really move. You can still attack.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
He'd have to break
Cool.
the grapple to
Yes.
move.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
23 to hit.
Is that against Paulo?
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. That's 10 points of slashing damage.
All right, half to 5 because he's raging.
After 5. And for the second attack, 17 will hit. 17.
Yeah, if it meets,
24
it beats.
to hit. Yeah. 24. So that's gonna be 6 points of slashing damage on that one.
All right.
And
I love that resistance that
yeah.
barbarians get.
And the last one, 10. That won't hit you, will it?
No.
Okay. That's its turn. Celeste. Over to you.
So she's gonna give it another go. She's gonna point at this guy. I can't even point. This basically the guy next to Paulo and the werewolfy guy. This fella here.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna again try and command. Wisdom save, please. Please be thick.
12.
Okay. Now this is what I was trying to test out, and I don't know if it's going to work, but it's entirely up to you. She is going to point. She's going to look at this guy in the eyes. She's going to point to the werewolf, not Lightfeather werewolf, the other werewolf, and she's going to say, "Kill."
Okay.
And that's me. And that's, you do with that as you will. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's fine. I'm just trying to test something out.
I am going to say it won't work because whatever connection bond they have, it's very pack-like. So it's unlike you do it, he kind of freezes for a moment, looks like he's going to do it, and then something comes over him and it stops.
Cool. Didn't think it would work. Thought I'd give it a try as it's only a bonus action.
That's fine.
Cool. I am going to try again with the crossbow and hope that my dice behaving themselves.
Who are you going for?
I'm sorry, I'm going for the werewolf thing.
Okay. The big guy, yeah?
And not behaving themselves. That's a rolled a 4, that's a 10.
Oh.
This is.
Oh
goes,
man.
Pew! Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Is that everything? Yep.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm being useless.
We need to get you new dice, like, in a hurry before
My
next
Paulo.
friend made me these as well. I can't believe
Here,
her. They're dice
friend.
switch dice.
Maybe roll in the
Yeah.
walk or something.
I mean, I've been using Dice Switch dice here and they're doing good stuff for me, so check them out.
Maybe you ought to switch.
Paulo.
The two of you should switch.
Yeah,
dice.
maybe.
Yeah.
Paulo.
Paulo
you,
is raging. He is recklessly attacking.
Okay.
And he is in a frenzied state, almost like a wild animal at this point. Freaking berserker. I love this class.
Okay.
All right, first attack. Oh, so close. 25 to hit at the
25
big
will
boy,
hit,
the
yep.
big guy, the main guy.
Yep. Yep. Main man. Yep.
All right. Ooh, okay, come on. Yes, max damage with unarmed
Ooh.
is 10 points on the first attack.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, attack number 2 with another rake with his hand across this thing, just trying to tear its skin off. Basically, is what it looks like. That is a 19.
19 will hit. Yeah.
Okay. Not as great. That is only 6 points of damage on that one. And then as my bonus action, because I'm frenzied, I get to make another. Let me just double check. Is that because of frenzy? Yep. I get to make an attack as a bonus action. So this might be a little weird, but he is going to just howling like a wild animal, the skin like pulling off of his forearms as he's pulling at this creature. He's just gonna, as he sinks his claws in, he's gonna reach down and he is gonna bite this guy right on the face.
Ooh, okay. Right. Sure.
All right, so let's do this.
Are we seeing any type of activity from the teeth, or?
I mean, they're biting.
I mean, do we see anything happen? Is there any fang-like protrusions?
Shiv, roll me a perception
Dave.
check.
Is there
Okay.
Yeah.
is there any changes?
It's a 15. It's a 15.
That's good enough. Yeah, you
Yeah.
anybody who's standing right there and watching Paulo just tear at this guy notices that Paulo's isn't just punching. His fingernails are like 3 inches long. And as you watch, as he goes in to take this bite, his mouth kind of like almost disarticulates and opens up super wide, and you can just see rows of these harsh fangs, all jagged and canine-like, as he comes in and bites down on this guy. No more!
Nice.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay, sweet. That is going to be a total of 7 more damage.
7. Nice. Ooh. Righto. Is that everything you got?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Guy number 7, the guy at bottom there, he's going to he's trying to claw at you while you're sort of grappled with the big guy. Oof. 11. Misses, I imagine. Yeah. Cool. Pilgrim number 4 still trying to do her best to go for Celeste.
At some point, you just gotta sit down. Like,
Yeah. That's a 16.
You know what? That actually that does hit. That do hit. That does hit.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh,
That's
finally.
3 points of slashing, and she just like tries to stab at you.
Oh, darling. Well, I'm glad you're improving.
Okay. Elle, over to you.
Yeah, I will take my first swing with my lupus mortis at that guy right there that I can reach.
Okay.
21
21 will hit.
for 8 damage.
Okay. What happens to this fella as you swing that axe?
Well, I think I'm mostly concerned with clearing him off the table. So as soon as I smack down on him, see he's dead, I kick him off the table, and I take a step up, and I take my second swing at this other guy. Now is he?
Ooh, surrounded. Oof.
And I will use my last advantage from Scottish Jet from last week.
Do it.
That's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Meh. For 7 damage.
Okay.
Little in the back. Chop.
Okay. Is that all you got? Any bonus actions, anything like that?
You know what? I think. No, that's an action. Yeah, I'm done.
No. Okay. Light werewolf bear feather James.
Werewolf bear for the James.
Yeah, like wolf.
yeah.
Like wolf.
I'm gonna dig into this to this alpha in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
We're gonna first hit him with the claw. With the claw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh geez, this thing is really. I need to play with this more often. So it's a lot. It's over 25.
Okay, that'll hit.
Yeah,
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Boom. Yes. Okay. 13. 18 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I rolled the damage for a bite, but I got 2 more, so I'm gonna take my 1 bite, so that's that damage.
Okay,
and then
sure.
Claw swipe number 1. That's gonna be 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Beautiful. 7, 8. It's gonna be 12 to hit.
Okay.
I mean,
What-
not total
what
hit,
happens?
12 damage.
What happens to this guy as you go in?
I pounce him off into the next table. Like the both of us land on the next table with the.
So you both
initial bite.
over there, yeah?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
while biting on his neck, bow the claw on the side, and then just stand on the table and howl.
Okay. Just gonna roll a couple of checks here.
Oh.
Ooh. These guys are going to turn and flee because they've just seen their leader being mauled to death. So if you have attack of opportunities, use them now.
Oh, I do on Pilgrim number 4.
Yep,
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one as well.
sure.
I don't think
Can
Elle
she
gets
do
one.
Can she do a con
No.
save as she's heading off?
Con save.
Yes, please.
2.
Beautiful. That is 6 thunder damage to her. I've cast thunderclap.
Does she get pushed?
No, not with thunderclap.
Okay.
That's just
Yep. Cool. Okay, you'll basically just.
that's how
hit her
you
in the
do it,
back.
darling.
And she just hits the table, and you watch as the corner of the table just goes, and she just like she's like hanging off the table, like head on the table like that.
Oh,
I'm gonna
it's
take
really
a swing
tragic.
at this bearded guy as he's going away. I rolled a 26 to
Okay.
hit him.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's gonna be a total of 9 damage.
Yeah. Boom. What
Really?
happens as he
Wow.
runs away?
We messed these people.
And
Yeah.
the tavern, but
While he's
So,
everywhere, what happens as this guy runs away? What do you do? What does Paulo do as this guy?
Oh, as the
as he
guy's
turns
running
to
away.
run. Yeah. He turns his back on you, and as he's leaving.
So in Paulo's mind, he's like, we need one of these guys to question. But all of that is clouded over by just rage, immense rage. And he sees the guy make a step to leave. He's like, "You're not going anywhere!" And he just scrapes across the back of his neck as he's running away with these massive blade-like claws, and the head just rolls
Yeah.
across the room, and the body just drops.
As you see that claw mark, he's basically just like splayed open his back and his head comes off and he just hits the floor. And that's it. We're out of combat.
So
Like for
why
the-
did you
I
end
don't
up
know.
fighting those people?
Light Feather James comes out of his wild shape and sits down in the chair, and he's like, "I just wanted to play a card game."
Okay.
so Paulo looks like a werewolf right now.
No.
Paulo, what do you
I mean,
look
I
like?
don't know if we're out of combat.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrible. Now
It's
you
a
roll
17.
well.
I too will roll the perception.
I
So what's
rolled
everyone
a
got around the table?
17 for Elle.
23.
23? Yes.
Now I'm rolling well.
Ian, what did Ian
Light
get?
feather?
Got a 25.
Wow.
25. Okay,
All
so
right.
Dave, if
Yeah.
you want to explain what you look like to your comrades.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, what you see as you just glance around, probably to make sure everybody's okay. You look over at Paulo, and you can see his face is covered in blood. His sort of angular features are distorted on his face, almost like he's been hit a bunch of times and he's swollen. It almost looks like, but as he kind of turns, he's got this almost like a slight muzzle look to his face. His arms are streaked with hair that seems to be like protruding from his skin, as if there's something underneath that's trying to rip through his skin. And he's just breathing heavily with his claws, and just like almost as if he's lost the semblance of his humanity as he's looking around for another target. Who's next?
Can I see, having seen this, and it's still
Yep.
within the minute, can I cast command on Paulo just as a calm
Sure.
in an attempt to kind of bring him
Yeah.
back?
Do I get a save?
Was you?
Yeah,
What's the save
sorry, it's
on
a
that?
wisdom 15.
Okay. No, I rolled a 6.
Interesting.
Cool.
So,
So yeah,
Boom.
And as that happens, his breathing kind of starts to slow a little bit, and the form, his face
I'll
kind
say
of
these guys are
pulls back
scared.
in, and you can see he becomes more looking like he normally does, but he's still covered in blood. And his arms sort of like seal back up, and the claws sort of retract, and he just and then he just falls to the ground, and he's not unconscious, but he's exhausted. He has 1 level of exhaustion.
I think
Okay.
Elle is standing on the table. I don't know if Paulo dropped on the table or on
he's
the ground.
he's on the
but
floor.
She would have
she's-
fallen off the table onto the floor. Yeah.
She's gonna jump down next to him, still with her axe in her hand, and she's holding it over him, and she's saying, "I let you into our house. You could have attacked my whole family. This
What
can't
happened?
go on."
He just kind of looks up at you. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. He looks down at his hands. He's just covered in blood. I'm sorry, Elle. I'm a fucking monster. That's what I am. He's gonna like try to pull himself up, puts his hand on the table, and like tries to pull himself back to his feet. Fuck, I'm a
I
fucking monster.
vouched for you.
He's just gonna push past, and he's gonna try to run out.
Ooh. Okay. What? Light feather? You thinking of something?
Well, because like they don't know, so I'm gonna turn to Elle and be like, "I'll explain later," and then just try to beat Paulo at the pass as best I can. You know, just kind of go up to him and be like, "Hey, don't."
Are you gonna try and
don't-
stop him? Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you don't
Can
know.
I
You don't.
help? If
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a
you
role
want to?
involved, but if there is,
No,
can
no,
I
no.
help?
I mean,
to-
are you? So I'll say this to Paulo: are you gonna bust past them, or are you gonna allow them to stop them?
I think just for the sake of the narrative, I like Light Feather James kind of stopping him from going. You know,
Okay.
he's trying to leave. He's not like fighting his way out.
Yeah,
you know,
but he's
like,
just
it's
he wants
kind of
to
like
escape.
that thing where you just did something terrible, you didn't realize that you were doing it, and now he's like, there's a combination of embarrassment, still like coursing adrenaline through his, his heart's still pounding, and so he's and then of course Elle, like, kind of chastising him or whatever the word is, a bit
Yeah.
about the whole thing. So he's gonna try to go. He's just like, just let me go, Mr. James. It's better if I just leave.
No, it's not, because you won't get any answers. Just calm down. You didn't know. You didn't know. And you didn't hurt anybody who didn't really deserve it. You're fine. You're fine here with us. And looks at Elle. He's fine here with us.
Elle's not moving. She's like paralyzed basically
Just-
with the axe in her hand, the hatchet in her hand.
You can put that down. It's fine. It's fine.
Elle's hand is shaking.
Look at her, Mr. James. I've scared a friend. I'm sorry, Elle. I don't deserve you people. You're good people. I'm I'm sick. I'm filled with anger. I don't know how to control it.
That's fine.
The thing is, you are calling yourself a bad person. You're saying you're sick. You're saying this. You're ill. Only a good person would be able to realize that and want to be able to stop themselves from doing this. You're not a bad person. Clearly, you've been helping us, and you know, you've been fighting on our side. You may have done something unexpected and a little bit scary, but I think we can try and help and sort this out best we can. Right?
Oh, great with people.
He's just gonna look back
Yes.
at Elle.
I don't know. And I slam the axe down on the table, and I turn around and go back to my Thunder Stout.
Just as you're heading back, your like things are calming down a little bit. You hear a voice from behind the bar, be like, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but I may be the person you're looking for.
Hey!
And you can turn around, you see this guy who's like a bit sort of jowls, and he's a bit like chubby, and looks like a bit like a sort of like clerk or something. Just steps out, and he looks white as a sheet as he looks around the room, and he's like, "Oh my god, yes, I'm the informant you're looking for. I was told."
Have a seat.
Would you
And he
like
sits
a drink?
down. And obviously, you're gonna have to. You go to a different section of the bar that's like not bodies and blood. Ingrid has bled. Everyone's. So you basically can just have whatever drink you prefer.
Everyone's left.
We own this bar now.
Basically, everyone just fled as soon as this happened.
That's fine.
And she's just like, he sat there and he's just like hands shaking with this kind of like gin. Yeah, yes. I've got information you might be interested in, actually. Yes. I can see you've already had some handiwork. I assume this was you guys?
Well, mostly them, really. I kind of didn't help massively, unfortunately.
I
I
see.
have arterial spray on both sides of my body, so
Yeah.
I think
You all look like just
I was part of it.
absolutely despicable.
Completely
Just-
covered. Just like,
Yeah.
so what do you want to tell us?
Yes,
well-
you're here.
So I've come into some very interesting information. I hear you're all on the hunt for the cult, I believe. You're looking for them.
Yep.
Well, he's like just quickly like takes a big drink of his thing as his hand's still shaking. Well, so from what I can tell, they're moving quite swiftly westward. There's two towns that stand in their path, and he pulls out like a map. And he's like, and he points to a town. He's like, Everwood over here, and then we have Sunset Hollow further here. Now, what I've learned and he's like spills some of the gin because he's still like looking at all of you like onto the map. From what I can tell, Everwood have formed a small militia, and Sunset Hollow have also joined them, and I think they're going to try and head the cult off in a valley, somewhere between 100 people in total.
In the cult or the militia?
No, this is the militia. This is what it is. I mean, they've managed to kind of put together as many people as they possibly can. That there's a place called the Dungannon Valley, and they intend to block them there. The problem is that the cult is quite strong, and it's either going to be a bloodbath or they're going to hold the way. I'm not sure which. Their plan is, from what I've heard in my sources, they're trying to cut the head off the snake, or the wolf, as it were. Just like downs this drink.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So, I mean, that's the information I have. Now, could everybody give me insight, please? Insight checks.
$18 for Paulo.
Okay.
14 for Celeste.
Okay.
17.
Now,
for Elle.
as you produce this map, and it's clearly marked of the two towns, scribbles of like manpower, how many people are here, there, and everywhere, and all this sort of stuff from those two towns. And because you've rolled quite well in your insight and you pretty have good high perceptions, you notice there's another piece of paper in his jacket that he just quickly like tucks away as you produce that map as well. And you can tell that he's not acting, this whole shaking and acting meek is kind of not quite. You kind of sense that it seems a little bit off. He's acting too submissive.
I've definitely run out of commands now, I think. It's definitely been more than a minute. Yeah.
I think Elle is still a little freaked and fired up from what just happened.
You're going to
So
you're going for something like intimidation, or you're going to try and intimidate the guy, or?
Elle's gonna say, "You hiding something in there? What's going on?"
I'm hiding nothing. I don't know what you mean.
I just saw it. There's a piece of paper. What's on it?
Oh.
Listen, we just murdered a bunch of people here. If you want to be
okay.
next, continue the charade.
All right. Well,
Charade.
yeah. Give me charade.
I
Intimidation.
think
It's gonna be quite a low DC since you're all covered in blood and the room is like basically an abattoir. At this
Natural 20.
Ayo.
Minus 1. Because I'm
No,
not very
that's fine.
charismatic.
That's perfectly fine. He basically like takes out this piece of paper and puts it down. And as you open it, you notice that it has very similar details, but from the cult's perspective.
Mm.
I'm just, you see, I just
Playing
sell
both
to the
sides.
highest bid. Well, he's smart. He knows. I'm just trying to make some coin. Ta-da!
Decision's yours, Elle. What do you want to do with them?
Punch him in the face.
As you say that, he flips the table, and he's going to try and run.
Oh,
Can I grab
absolutely
him?
not.
If you want to.
Paulo, help!
I'm gonna grab with intent to grapple.
Okay. So if you want to give, what, contested strength, should we say?
Sure.
Ooh, 13.
Ooh, 6.
Okay, he shrugs you off, and as he's trying to make a break he's looking for a door or a window to try and escape.
Is our other friend not helping?
I'm trying to
What's
read.
Paulo doing?
Yeah. Like,
Is Paulo doing anything? Is Lightfeather doing anything? Is this guy's trying to?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and jump him as well. Celeste's
There we
gonna
go.
try and jump him. She's given up on the
Okay.
magic. She's got no magic left, really.
All
She
right.
can do anything.
We'll have another contested strength then.
Actually,
You'll
no,
try and
'cause my
try and-
strength's god awful. Can I try and fire my crossbow into his leg?
Sure. Go on then.
That's probably
Yeah.
gonna be better if that's all right. Where's
Yeah.
that dice? That
We'll call it a. Yeah, he's not got very high AC, so anything above a 12 will hit him.
Well, that was good because that's a 19, so that's a 25 to hit, just in like the
basically.
calf.
Yeah. He's like,
it'll-
"Oh, fuck," and goes down.
And just so we you know what we're doing with that, he takes nearly max damage as well. Bless him. So
Okay.
yeah, he takes
So-
10 piercing damage. Please don't die.
Okay,
Oh no, because I'm not.
he basically.
My intent isn't to kill.
No, that's fine. He just passes out from the shock. He's unconscious from getting shot in the leg with a crossbow bolt, and he just hits the deck like a sack of potatoes. Like, "Oh."
God, now I know what I'm bloody doing. God, it's about time.
Elle's gonna kick his
Okay.
body and then just walk out and I need some fresh air.
Okay. So we'll say for speed, you've collected all the information you've got from him. You've basically rifled through, you've found some information. This guy's been playing both sides. He's selling information to both sides. So from what you gathered, this plan of the town going to this valley to stop the cult, likelihood is the cult probably knows they're coming. The militia probably know the cult's going to be there. So it's kind of unstoppable force, immovable object kind of thing here. So, as you're heading down the road, you hear the sound of a horse galloping quite frantically through the forest. It seems from what you can hear nearby, because it seems quite close, it seems quite distressed, this horse. It sounds like it's probably ran for quite a while. Does anybody want to do anything?
And you say it's coming towards or going away from us?
You can hear it coming towards your direction as you're going down the road.
I'm going to, just to be safe, I'm going to ready my crossbow, just in case it's someone I don't like the look of.
Okay.
Elle's just
Anybody
gonna
else
stand
doing
in the road. Her axe is just hanging at her side right now. She's got nothing. She's not hiding.
Paolo?
Paulo's just standing in the road as well, not making any move to hide or anything.
And Lightfeather, what do you want to do?
Same. We're just kind of sitting and waiting.
Okay. As you see the horse break from the trees, you notice that the rider, long like cloak, hood up. He can see it. This person seems to be slumped onto their horse. Could Elle, if you give me perception, please, with advantage.
Terrible rolls. That's a 12.
12. Okay, I'll say this one. You know this horse. You recognize this horse. You know this to be Cisco, your father's horse.
This is Cisco coming down the road.
Yep.
I know.
Full speed.
I know this horse.
You
This
can
dad's
tell
horse.
it's covered in like sweat, so it's ran for a long time. I mean, the rider is kind of slumped in the saddle.
I'm running towards the horse.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Following Elle.
I'll take my crossbow. I'll put my crossbow back on and follow as well.
Okay. Are you going to try and stop the horse, Elle? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. I'm in the middle of the road, like, you know.
It starts to slow. Did you want to give me animal handling with advantage since you know this horse?
That is 19.
19. Okay. You manage to, as you're putting your arms out, the horse kind of rears, slows, and manage to slow. You manage to grab the reins. As you see, there's a long red streak down its side. But it's not from the horse. As you see the rider fall from the saddle and hit the floor. What would you like to do?
Who is this? I mean, I'll hold on to the reins of the horse and I'll look to see if, I know this person.
Paulo will run to the body and try to catch it as it's sliding off the horse if possible. And then if not, he's going to kind of like try to prop him up.
If you're going to try and catch him, I'll say give me dex or strength saving throw.
All right, I'll try. I'll do strength.
Okay.
15.
15. Yeah, you catch this guy and manage to glide in.
And then I'll just sort of like gently let him, drop him or like set him down on the ground, whoever it is, and holding them.
Yeah. Okay. And as you pull back the cloak, you see the ashened face of George Gladstone as he hits the floor. Your wounds. Okay.
Cure wounds immediately at third level. No, at fourth level. I'm gonna go highest cure wounds.
Okay, 4th level.
As soon as I see it's Georgie.
Okay.
10, 15, 25 points of
Okay.
healing.
As he's laying on the floor, you see, as you lift his cloak up, his kind of sort of coat that he's wearing underneath, it's been raked to shreds. But underneath it, you see the wounds all heal up. As he just goes, back awake. And that's where we'll end the episode there.
Oh my gosh. So he's not dead.
Oh, what did
That's
he
good.
say?
No.
He's not dead.
That's it. He's not dead. He's not
I'm
dead.
useful for something.
Hey,
Oh shit.
Yep.
you were great.
He's not.
Celeste was great.
He's not dead. He's not dead. You just healed him, and he's come back to consciousness.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, Shiv, and I'm gonna just say, because this is my intuition, is that none of that what happened tonight was expected.
Well, it wasn't. No, I mean it depends on. It was certain things happened that mean it went the way it did. It didn't have to go that way, but it did.
Man.
To be fair, you made some NPCs who were really rude to James and didn't expect to fight. Like,
That's true.
although
Well,
I suppose it was unexpected for James to go up and try and join them, but still.
Yeah. Don't
mean, it was
piss
kind of
off
a-
a drunk druid. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, once the bear turned, that was it. It was like, well, I mean, what do we do?
He really wanted to play that game.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, James only turned into a bear when they started giving Elle shit, and he was like, "Oh, you want to do that? Fine."
That's right. Yeah, that was unnecessary, boys.
Yeah.
Let that be a lesson
I
to you,
did-
folks.
Oh,
I did think that the bottle being broken when he was like, I don't want your drink would have been it. But no,
That was it for Elle. She was up
It
and going
was.
over there.
I
Yeah.
mean, he turned
Wow.
to her and was like, "Oh, okay." Well,
Res-
I'm
Residents
pretty
of
sure
Lavoca
Elle is
watched
the
from-
most dangerous character in this party.
I don't- 'cause I start
safety.
shit.
To our safety.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, everybody. That was a really fun session. Thanks to all the great folks that are hanging out with us in the chat. As always, we love having you here with us, playing alongside us. We really appreciate all of your shenanigans. Let's go around the proverbial virtual tabletop here and stick around, everybody. We are going to raid into one of our friends here at the end, but let's go ahead and Ian, let's start with you, my friend. Great portrayal of a bear werewolf, light feather James.
Yeah, it's the best. Hey everybody, I'm Ian. Or your boy Big on all social. I play Light Feather James or Light Werewolf James, Light Bear James, tonight, and who's the Wood Elf Druid, and I'm having such an amazing time. I can't wait for the next session. It's gonna be awesome. If you want to know what I'm doing, follow me on X, of course, at your boy Big. You can also follow me on Instagram, and yeah, that's it. Got some cool stuff coming.
Awesome. I heard you're going to be running a game.
Who said that? Who told
I
you
just
that?
heard through the grapevine. I don't know.
Yeah, I am.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it, and the rumors are true. But
Details to come.
Ooh,
details to come.
yeah.
All right, we're excited for it. All right, also excited that Tony keeps coming back to play with us from across the pond. Tony Shaw, thank you so much. What do you have going on? Tell us about stuff.
So yeah, I'm back because I keep getting invited for some reason. And I'm so glad I am because I'm having an absolutely fabulous time.
'Cause
I
you're
love playing
good.
Celeste, and I love being. I am, aren't I? That's stuff.
Don't make
And
me sing.
yeah,
Don't make me sing.
don't make me sing.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm loving being part of this like mini campaign series. It's been chef's kiss. So stuff that I have going on. If anybody's in England, specifically like Gloucestershire area, I will be doing one of the Roll the Damn Dice live shows at the Cheltenham Playhouse on Thursday the 20th. So Thursday coming up. If you're not in England and you want to make the journey anyway, please do. But also, why? Uh, so come along to that. It's going to be great. And hopefully as well with Roll the Damn Dice, we should hopefully soon, within the next month or two, have some new content coming out. Specifically, a little mini campaign that I DM'd.
Hey, very cool.
This is exciting. It'd be my first ever foray into DMing that's been filmed. I've DM'd once before that, but it was for the exact same game that I just wanted to test run with some friends. So yeah, check that out. I can't give you any specific dates yet because they've yet to be edited. We've only just sort of started that train rolling.
Check the socials. Check the socials.
Check the socials. Roll the Damn Dice on the various things: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And also you can find me on Twitter and Instagram as Tony Short as well, and Threads, that's the other one. And thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here, Tony. We appreciate you very much.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, totally. You're always welcome here. Also always welcome and never seems to waver from being covered in blood. That's Shelly. Hey, Shell, our resident Carrie cosplay.
Yes. I love the blood. Let's just say that.
Yep.
Cover me in it. I welcome it. I don't know. That's weird. I'm Flea Monkey out in the world. And
doesn't get
weird.
hey, it's Flea Monkey. Yeah, I don't even know what to do right now. Hey, it's Flea Monkey on Threads and Instagram. I'm just gonna blow through this and be done. Find me here Tuesday nights doing Heroes of Greyhawk, and I don't know, every other Wednesday playing some Pathfinder over on Tithalanos' channel. Tonight I've been Elle Gladstone, who has been emotionally compromised more than once and covered in blood. I can't wait for next week. Thank you, Shiv.
Shelly, your shenanigans are always welcome here. I don't care if you're covered in blood or goat's milk or whatever. It doesn't matter. You're
whatever. Sure.
Exactly. Shiv, another one that we can't get enough of. So happy that you were excited. We're willing and excited to bring this game back. So much fun. These characters are great. So thank you. What do you have going on, buddy?
I'll keep bringing it back as long as you people want to see it and listen to it and hear it. Whatever.
That's what the people.
Dude, like I said at the beginning, this is like your home away from home. You're always welcome.
I think it is. I just you take it in strays off the street.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah. I'm Shiv. You can find me everywhere. It's IO Shiv. And I hope you enjoy this game. It was great. We are going into episode 3 next week, the finale.
Oof.
So come back for some more shenanigans and see if these guys. Well, I'm sure they'll survive. They did a pretty good job today, so we'll see.
Yeah, not bad. It's going to be really, there's a lot to unpack for our last session next week. There's so much to unpack.
This is going to be a longer episode, I feel.
It might be slightly touch longer. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm very excited. Thank you all so very much for being part of this project. This has been something I look forward to every week. So I'll be sad after next week, but I'm also very excited to see what happens. And I'll probably be very emotionally drained by the time we figure all this out. My name is Dave. You all know me. I hang out here at Guild Superior, play games, produce games, run games. If you want to get involved with Guild Superior, if you're not already, come on over to our Discord. There's a bunch of great people over there. Get to know us, play games with us. We've got an ongoing Shadow Dark game that gets played in our Discord community game, and we've got a lot of different one-shots and short shots coming up. Please consider coming on over and playing with us. You don't know, you might end up on the screen here with Shiv or Ian or Tony or Shelly even. I don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
Hey, the sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit.
There's potential in everybody.
Yeah. Your cheeks could also hurt from smiling so much. That's the benefit of this. All right. There we go. There we go.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. Your cheeks hurt. I get it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and raid into our good friend, Captain Owlbear, and make sure that you give the old Cap some good old-fashioned Guild Superior love. Thank you all once again for being here. We really appreciate you guys. We'll see you on Tuesday for Heroes of Greyhawk. Thursday night, we have our ongoing Cyberpunk Carbon 2185 game, The Freelancers. And then we'll be back here for the finale next week. Same time, same place. We'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Stinger.